ompe si entime enya de metimi de sa ne ma na ye no intelligence say be ye nemfa ohaw emre wo knowing yourself a true wisdom one kasa hunu say de wote ni a wo pe eno a true wisdom if it say wo obi a wonim ho wonim ni a wo pe de wo pe say wo de wabrabo ya wo mfa brabo ne nto chacha wo ma ho kwan ma ensem bi a ensem fata emese wabrabo if it say wonim wabrabo ana wanya hu nyansa say wo bekoso na wabɔ saa brabo pa na wo wadwene mu wahunu wo ho say me say na metie temi N.K Obrempong minim se ne me bɔ ma brabo fa minim se me so e wo se me sɔre anopa na mitimi ba adwuma na me ba besom be ye madwuma se de se na efata enti enye anadwo no a e wo se me dan tem na me nya home wo bra ma ye me research bebre awie no na me de home no enye saa anadwo no ana me de akwa few ana me di pia kwatena bonten na bo be ye 12 na bo be ye 1 afede okoda 3:30 wasa wo sorry wa bre say tam sa energy na obetimi dia babetena se dia yes adwuma wo eni ho sa. So knowing yourself is true wisdom. Say when hunu ho ane ni awope ye to so say mastering others your strength. Say when hunu say the nipa na tie no kwan ya obefa so a eniema won pe no be wonye no your strength at the man wa because se ban sa nipa no a won ne tie say wo papa say wo yere say wo ba say wo nua enya de wo benya wo ho asem bi di akada because one master said you won in the betena enti eno aba be ya hoden di ama wo ti abiri bia no e di asomdwe ebe bre wo bibiara won in tie a what me master said your sifat here you hear last one no o say but mastering yourself your power it me ti way enya me nwa say me adwuma power FM I have mastered myself me hunu say said ye ade bi wo ho a me nua de ye me a enya me de no elisa me de ye no de akra kofi da akode ye me a enya me de no elisa me de ye akra kofi da akon de wo bibiara de be ye me enya adwuma mu nko a wo fie e wo mabrabo mba bia me nam no enise me de ye no that is mastering yourself so wuntiatia ni nanso basa na wonye niema bi a wankasa kura na de anim guase bebrɛw you've mastered yourself tia busia kwa we na me fa so na me de aseye nyina ye ho nkran ya no pai se bomoden hunu wo maame hunu wo papa hunu wo nua hunu wo yere hunu wo ba kwanya mo be fa so atena a biribia de sa asomdwe ane anigye no ebetimi abrɛ nyankopɔn hyira wa memprenda anopai abusia ma menka for let's talk educational consult emfem mawo wo mo ye school bi a sabiri mu wo maba na omo ni da so omo ni so ade hunu pa esi omo ni so ene se omo betete mofra na mofra nyina be ye mpanyini pa nti wo call let's talk educational consult omo let's talk education preschool and elementary eno motofo a na nkola wo madi be ye 6 months ye wo ba obo ba na odi 6 months I bet you na call let's talk educational consult because that time on maternity leave no aso e wo se wonkwa adwuma so ntimi fa abofra ne nko enu nti na school a wo mu akwadare mofra titie mu kire mofra de pa make o motrim to say let's talk educational consult it is opportunity ya brewe from 6 months to 6 years fa abane ko wo mo jebere akire na de if so mo gina Montessori any iron the curriculum ne so e de kire o mana de e bia o madwene mu a wo bere wo mo nyini wo mabra bom no ebebo wo mo yie pa na de de wo no se memene de bia wo ma hyehye dwumadi ahodo a kama technology entrepreneurship public speaking and afa art any ahodo bebre a eno enso bua mofra no wo bere wo mo nyini bia o madwenem wo abrabom fi so mo abotre emantete pa de mofra no ama wankasa wo sampa wo ba no suku a wo de na akọ no nya de a wo no ho enyenyi hu mfrim wo ya wofo wo ya hwefo ko let's talk educational consult and pay fa ba no ko na nya bere fa ye wadwuma wo bere omo so wo mo tete wo ba no e wo kwampa so de ama ho wo be hu o makira kwan wo teshi nungwa estate mango street no so bo mo de na friend number we on beje so na afei enkyiremu bi ne direction bi a wɔhwɛ no wɔn mfɛma na fa aba no kɔ hɔ na nya deɛ ɔbɛnu ho da frɛ let's talk educational consult ɛwɔ number wei so 0249 069 821 0249 069 821 na ɔmo ngye wo so na wobɛhunu sɛ wo ba no daakye a wo pa wo pama no ɛne na ahyɛ aseɛ let's talk educational consult ɔsɛ building the future through children health alert sɛ menka nkyerɛ wo sɛ anɔpa yi bra ɔsa yarewa na ɛtete wɔ ɔmo sa apart from ɔsa wɔn sa severe waist pains muscle pains afei cease menstruation chronic diabetes chronic hypertension stroke numbness typhoid bad cholesterol prostate issues dizziness white insomnia burning sensation in the foot and body obi wa oni pedua ene wo na se wo na ho ehyehyɛ wo nso ntwi meko me patro ni nyina yare let's talk bebo wow afei chronic body pains waist and bone pains with machine treatment omo ye omo so na eno boa eyi fia hodo bi e wo body mu edi free mu ma nipadua no emu da ma ho to yie pa afei massage and physio with machine treatment wo ho lab services a wo hwehwe biara health alert clinic sebra no mo mfen somo da wo de adwuma eye adwoada ekopem fiada biara no pa 7am kopem se anwumire 4pm bebo obehunu mo akira kwan bi ewo madina ka so apoko ase ashaman takrade frɛ number si ombeje so na afei wabomodin akɔ no omagebre de ahwew 0242 893 0242 893 and 0242 865 0242 865 na afei health alert clinic for woman gebre na omon sa yare ebisuan braso say ya diko wakrata no pense mu ebetimi aba wakwem na area aba beso mu akra kofida akon atena se ma me ma na kwa aba na afei yento adwumadi ni so akra na umbom tren menti afei na metem kan
yo eye
ade achi
ye befa no 60-40
I don't know if I'm 60
na me hwe wim nye ma me yo I send weather no person di ne ho baby sa
yes I say you are under the weather
yo
kakra ebe ye
but
ni na aka ho yo
but ni nyina
actually there be nipadua be ma reactions yeah because of up and downs no
yo
we are there actually be
ebi sisa na uka asem bi say let's talk educational consult
yes
when him say hono no Desmond or your unofficial administrator
oh sir
yo
oh okay
unofficial
and eka hunti na school no
ejina ni na yo me na me ya unofficial kasamafo
unofficial PR
Emma let's talk educational consult hono mu ye kama
yeah
sabia hono mu du ba ko hono hu da
o hwe surroundings na
kama
baby amofra ni die gori
me se wankasa onya kura nka be go school ni bi mo esante
me ya boje sen
on say no mo ukika ngadan 1 2 3 4 5 just after the municipal assembly the Jokugu municipal assembly no na let's talk wo
nice one
and you obi ti say Desmond no your unofficial administrator akwa ko fida ko unofficial mouthpiece
bibia de
na kwam kama
mate yeah mama makosia akwa aba na afa yentu ase da chen ma
Bemena.
Now what is say?
The PSA title them Obama Jimadi.
Tuntun say you.
Me de ma kakre.
Enkoko agudie.
Ai papa bie. Asase aba enti jai. Obo oba.
Kwa this year. Ai. Mo mo tena people so no mo hwe nkrofo wa ya ase.
De ekoso ase bia ye.
Bi ya boko de.
Nyame na dom na say.
Enkopon da roma.
Ah, ye nyame ase.
Ade
achi da so tenko mu die. Enye easy.
Agra. And then need to person there now moka.
Wate.
Afra di obu ni ane ni ajo so hu. Afra ni ane ni ajo besre sa asem wona no so wantimi nko.
Asem wo wano ano.
Mimi asem bi aka. Unim.
Na hu akosia no.
Zabi eyinya ni je.
Ne.
Adenti na obega so what people no so na omo hia ngrofo wo down ho.
Na say ni kuro gu people.
Na uti soro a. Wo poma.
When enim say kwa wu people so.
Sa.
Say de wo kuro oku apeman. Wo egu people so yi. Ono so ni de egu people so.
Hawa na. Ana ufisi ebehunu niema.
Me yanko de bograta no mu. Me nko bio. Yo. Obrempong. Ma me fa Ghanaian Times efiase na no pay. Na Ghanaian Times asem kese odi aba mom won aboden the Ghana's most authoritative newspaper GT Ghanaian Times. O say 2026 is a year of infrastructure development. President Mahama declares. Ghana Mampenini. John Dramani Mahama. Osi. Afia yebe komuno. And the Omangana bedang eye construction zone. Ufie tifi. Eba nafo. Epo ekopi matoy. Eni finfi. Ghana baby biara. Eni construction ni jai.
Obia jene
Eyi. Akwanga horo. Suku adang. Dem biom ni ehia.
Make I say time and now can big push. E ho asem wa kwan ne infrastructural development a hodo e be koso no. Unim so pa Ghana fo a chew sada no.
Yo.
O se o pa Ghana fo nyina chew. Se ye fa kwan ne so a ye nto ye bo ase. If you say omo ye kwan bebre. Nti udu wa na ya block ya kakra ye si gina ho a ma wakoma mra fom. Ye kwan ne ye ma no wa.
Typical example. On se bribian bet na mi say udru Kweshi Lagoon no so. Just after or from here, after Labadi Beach Hotel, and when you are coming from Kofi Annan area, from Tashi area, it is before a Labadi Beach Hotel. Ongsa a bridge in Suhono.
Yes,
Nankenye. I can tell you on authority say, Ansan and out you will be on a bridge in Obuatum. Oh yes, Ansana a bedu feeder the Miminde, and there Yauda.
So one about
yo, Mr. Kohe. Kama bridge no.
Wow.
Urban Road Department of the Ghana Highway Authority. Missy wangaye.
Okay.
Akakume bi pe.
No more.
No one wie.
So ekwane one ofa.
Yo, it is a JM osi from next year. Adere konefe ye nam kwani so ne o sa contractors fu wo kwani so wo se yemfa. Mini ni adwene.
President ye development but o pa Ghana fo achew.
Can you imagine?
And on a Ghana for be can say, oh, Yadia, my crowd. Oh, His Excellency second coming, you dear.
And yes,
I say yes to Agasano. I don't know.
It's a young Jama. I wore a Ghanaian Times. You be able to me. I can gang. As a full and Ghanaian Times or the Ababium. Or say President pledges Ghana's support to host World Assemblies of God Congress next year. You're a John Dramani, Mama. Unzo, you be a Sabi on Faninya Misum. Any good cry. Okay, o man panyin bi obese nko obi se dey sorry beg no kwa oni o ko jina sorry dan bim e she bo se LGBT exi ne e fe wiase yemfa paper ne so free parliament mra o man panyin atena o se mo won fa ma and then John Dramani Mahama o Kristo ni mapa and no so ko preach here.
Okay.
And then nam so ayebeto balance akura bi so yo so fe guy kaba mun ka trend this for se Mahama o je president we and then became John Dramani Mahama.
Funny enough, that same guy Ogusu on Crawford Omotina sorry there.
Can you imagine?
Say oh yes suffer.
We a venture Jessica or starting money. It is John Dramani Mahama what's next year this Assemblies of God or beye won she mudi kesipa nti or the next time na bema won se ne beya e betumi abaso e wo manganam ba akwa me ye film na nsa na me di Ghanaian Times eti aba na wie o se ECOWAS court rejects former CJ interim relief application.
The law is the law.
No matter what you do, no matter how much noise are made, the law is the law.
It is finished.
It is finished.
Echo was our to
oh,
and yet the former Chief Justice Gertrude Araba Esaba Tokono. Now, some of the call Echo was an almost in you him.
Wait, Niche.
Tomatama to
oh,
half a window.
Yo,
okay.
Now, Ubanya lawyer for be a member, the one who do him. One omu tranchachia. Oh, Wabekasi, young go negotiate here. Ubetima go negotiate war. Echo was. Ghana boy to me, Richard Jabagu and Masi.
On the side position, sir, or resign. Or the benefit beko.
Onyare.
By a sake wa. So they are saking here.
Onyare.
Ekutu kra Fabinya.
Sanga obrani we asimu no ko omye dingo mo wachiri wa. Nka bia ebeti we money entitlement.
Matis ope.
O ma yanya na.
Yeah, man.
It Ghanaian Times
mo. Okay. Agosi ade na kuta.
Yo, yefa Daily Graphic ento aso na ofa Daily Graphic na no pay ya. What the atu dwa ya we Commissioner General Edema Ghana Revenue Authority Yera Anthony Sapon and what the atu dwa say VAT reforms ahodo a one more aye ya bill no eda mra shebedwa fie no nyame ya atomo a January bosom ye besimo ya no mfimpinu ene aduonu nsia na sa reforms ni nyina no ebe hyase e wo man emu sade ye nyina ye nimu no etuotu ya de eja eno ana ye de chekere wo man ya wudi ya to nso so de ya fa wo ho nchaw
to no so bi tua no obidi
se wudi a eto akese ne nkuma ahodo a yechi ane kwabra ne to na wudi eto
o se stie hefo
na si obi mo wudi eto Ghana ha
o sa ka se
di amanfo to a ebi nie oh there be tax ho asam ne Canada na meka
tax no twitwi ka kire ma to ana ye kan se akra
o se
e tax wo kan na otuma e
o kan se bia Ghana foto angaye ono yo bia ti ha na sa ka chem so udi yen to
na me kan ye ni a ye hefo a
Ghana fo ye Ghana
ni we ye ni a
bata ho
oh wa
ubu ba
ti be ba ro so body
ise mi se o kan Umar Ibrahim o ti sanje mo ti we akwati ni ori kika ho
akwade we pass e mama
to asoma
mate
to asoma
eto ne ye de yo man yi
odi to no so a ubedem
aha
enti ya
ko ai ubedem
yo mate
mi tuato NK tuato obi atuato a ne kwabrani akodi
edi eni
yeni
ya de yempuntu juma
yo mate
agoze enko
etia no na ko daily graphic mu a ya maame Gertrude Araba Esaba tokono osina na Africano
onyame dada na
Africano onyame dada no onfa unko aba bam
otukwan na
mama
the law
is the law. Oh, nyasi yesre no, but unse say that will be answer. Ya some no dia kokot. Ko to dia okwa ida say we be di for na be di bem.
Situation say that wo sire wo nsire wo. Ana Oh, the law is the law. The law is the law. Amen. And so many be all can pressure one no one fast serious kakra mbata. Aya na ma na nyede.
Serious exercise. Yes, na nya exercise.
Serious na wani ma e bega. Agosi ayanko.
Yo, etia no na Jospon for ye Jospon group what say woni UN University account ma bomu a wo hwe say ye month ne eso no e betimi edge na abra ne fa efin ene kekawa eni tituru pa ne se ewie mu bobre mu nsachiraye eye climate sectors no eno so ye betimi ahwe atuhu anamon yie te ho nsem wo de aba e wo daily graphic mu ene anopai sa so na Assemblies of God asafo ya sabe mampani akob shebose obeboa so masene e wo mo congress kese a wo de ba ba ehye so emfimpinu ene aduonu ensia no e ho nsem daily graphic e de aba ene anopai nti weni afoforo bia wo de ba
okay akra
yo mate mami for eye bresosem da worbon krata no entiaso eye chronicle na asebisi organa mrase begwem enochi ena ekobaisi dom dodo ba no dani enko 14 sa branti afena de na buakem yenga hunse sa asem na nyanya sanete 2026 budget na no wo bi debate e parliament ena John Abdullahi Dabi Samuel Abu Jinapo ekokaisi abangi pese otowe mchen onoka okotu sama amount bi ewo budget according to ono ena majority leader Mahama Yariga sorry no say sami chire yen budget no mu hifa na asabi wo afogina ho no wafa ha no waba no waba wentimi ankyere but unfortunately on the obonyuma yi no eto da bia ye hu se ne ebeko no bi nso akotwere se ne ope enti chronicle me anya me nwa se won akotwere sanse mu ise abank obeto 2 jets anya me nwa because no parliament ye nyina yetie
jets na oma proposition beto no e baba ye Ghana for dia
yewu ena no bo anya John Dramani Mahama ni tanu yewu
beba o se 4 years time
na chi say ordinary ba na wiempo
na oni ho
this is because the current fa kono ye wo kwa eni hoden so and the proposal
me see plane na akofitem si awe na achi plane nso efisru na eba be si form a kofi unim force edisi
enye zo
wutimu wanhwe ne ya okoma bet year to form
na aban edi sa year ba adwenkyere year ba
Samuel Jinapo or the expenses are the former president Kufuado used to the rent a private jet or there are 2 jobs of Marashe
when Jibianka
I know they won't count
deputy
private jet and MAN dia echo ye we are echo but aban no e propose say e was say ye top jets
sir
e was say ye top choppers any military for
yo any police
for
yo
e be ye Ghana de afebo ne papa me no mo de aye adwuma
yo
and no all complaining no
and sami abujinapo under the watch of the NPP last 8 years no Obrempong ye hui eye China fo ewemhwen bia asai atete panza no mo kofa bai anya papa ye nim ni nyina
and so kwa ebo a mbebo
ni bo den
na we kra na ye proposal keke
na ayi budget no say dollar quote bi anim onya dollar quote no we
minim
budget here at forcing a presenting $1 ewom
into 21
all the figures are quoted in cedis
me say nra the majority leader
and then be on person mo convert the dollar
mahama
na o mahunu wo dollar
minim so oh
now for dollar nya hwe yo
it e what to bang
omo frɛ $1 million $10 million ya ɛyɛ omo te sɛ ni omo abɔ 10 Ghana cedi enti omo BBM da na me che sɛ obi ka sɛ ayi omo be demonstration ati a president na me say adenti o se wa manuane bo aba fam dodo
can you imagine
enti enye e wo say ekosoro
can you imagine
eti
e wo chronicle mo
we have a nation to build
yo Obrempong chronicle bi mo fanto so mame na no abang lawyer panyin ene osuafo hwe atentene ne hu tam so
yeah
Dr. Akorotinga ayene Dominic
yeah
oka asem o se ono so ya bang lawyer panyin no won ene US abang mo panyinfo enya nkita hudi a kan chief executive officer edi mama slog no won enya sankita hudi na enche obeba be promo mamu na wabeye den ni jail term no wabe serve wo Ghana that is near Nwa Dominic Ayene the attorney general ekan e wo parliament but she say near chronicle fo nga twere no extraditing said the Nam Tamaklo is out of my control. Is that what he said yesterday? Is that what the learned attorney general said yesterday in the parliament? You see, Mintiasio, and it was all over a major news online platform. Say they have engaged the US authorities that very soon said the Nam Tamaklo beba memo no be 70 jail term. But rather this morning, another newspaper, another media house is reporting that extraditing said Natabaklo is out of my control. So they take the AG said that.
Yes, we take them on. And to Uber,
misinformation.
Then you come and substantiate what you've written here.
Charlie,
because
and this same thing on another media house says something about the vice president.
Yeah.
Say wakoka wo baby.
Apology about.
But you see, yeah, etina baby to say Daily Graphic and as a Ghanaian Times muni ade no. Me from public state no Obrempong. Minister in charge of government communications only need deputy Shamima Muslim. Once again, let me appeal to them. Said the state-owned media houses no, their news editors, their managers should be checked and monitored. If so, one want to mean yet Jumani yes or Besumo Magno, if they will not say yeah, they should be changed.
No propaganda.
Because you cannot tell me say a state broadcaster and a state-owned media house.
Yeah.
To the extent that the second most important person in our country, no, you go and write something about hair and you no quarry.
I want to baby.
There is nowhere Her Excellency Professor Nana Genopoko Ajuman akọ Gina anasa wakotena according komosi DDP was necessary. Never. One go can baby. So I was shocked and surprised say no me hu sad way. Afie chiri na mo dey apology aba.
Ekufuado na nkasa kasa ne dark days no. Vice president.
Onu be kwa Gina baby akadi say.
Na yes omo ye ya ewurawura nkrofo tiri ho.
So
emere wane nkokora. Yeah, picket in a whole finance ministry.
Miss Nkanu Ukudei, Anka Dr. Anane, on any team go finance ministry or be demonstrate every Wednesday last year. No more demonstrate.
Agrawa we chronicles
media go
young koy agoja.
Yemfo overseer and to aso. Edru bre was say obi dia somewhere nya no krebe to dwa. nipa no ye de ne famra kwan so
Sanity.
na yensa na ho ma foforo edi akire
Yeah.
isa so ntimi megu obi hu fi nwie me kase me pa acho
just like that
who can we my apology.
It's not fair. And Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajiman, ni public life as a chancellor of a public university, what is anywhere about Zemda? What is a Sabata fracture? Mamia ye Bibia Gaza 81 ye. And you know the enemy blocks in Yabai. Education is that what Mamma Gana Jessica Samajina, Uben Afe. Oh, one yasa bang no the Bibi Bata John Dramani Mahama, Professor Nana Jeno Pokwajiman, but Bepimin net.
Bibi anyone who Bibia into no, I told you, and Yama Wibefem,
Yamfa overseer no, and was na Dr. Casella to force in Foni and a Dahai was swap for sure my Ghana Sika Samto to yes, so ya Niwama Ghana ya Kono.
And you continue to force.
So, upon homework the power, and Bemamu. Trying Cristiano pay. Make sure honorable Casella to forcing. I mean, sure what's it? Oh, Chine Ghana for one cassa. Now, what say? What share near my bonnet? What do I NPP Shebejafo ni MPP amonyokoni nada one by ye or Ghana ha mesa who do a buy ye better to a maya say and more my Ghana ye basano a bay by ye no. Ya washase a wo cleaning na wo papa ni nyina afiri ho ase waye baabi fi no be wagya baabi e ho afu na nkusie ne nkuradi mu aturo nche no abana hyase a wo do ayi ni nyina afiri mu se ne oman ekọ atete ene ahia mu ahohia no abana hyase a kyese yeguso kura ya yehwe se ye beyi sa o ha wo ni nyina afiri ho na Ghana tia se krojen na mu aya kona ede amayen na ofa overseer Wakata no so a onmanyafo John Dramani Mahama na wode atudwa na anu ada Christian Council for ene ni kokohyiae na wo mose mo kaka ene National Cathedral ya Kufuado enka wosi adane amana da hwe wedi mampanyie enka woto asoma yanya enka ye ni beji pao ene mampani ze odi ade ne mate committee se wo montena se na wo montwehwem na aso mampani kire se mprempren National Cathedral pa de enya dia eda yakoma so empe National Cathedral emfa anya million
$400 million.
Ye betimi edia ye bibi.
Edi kan de 97 ya chef form.
To
amna ma pint.
En tonton ya wo ka ho asem.
Ya ne dem
David
the also ne da ye. The Yankopon di nkomo wo da ye.
Wono kura
wantiri anye.
Ye ne wa ye ne peche de esu. Ebo nana dan kwa Kufuado. Edi Ghana for nyina hwammo Yankopon so nana do edi ni hwammo.
Na we the Christian Council for no sa so for no. Ya minimo won members no won wo adwuma won nyina wo adwuma.
Obi na aso ne da ye.
Christian enti no ho
ka tiri dan de wo ye den ya besi
masa omo ngoda
akoso wa
we Cathedral asem na yewura Eric Opoku ono so wode atudwa che say irrigation infrastructure no ye tretre mu e wo Ghana ha say se ne be ya akuafo no won benya brebia all year round ye benya nsuo na ye de apetepete ye no ba ye ne so se ne be ya ye benya no ba ye dro no a e wo mai emo ti ADB fonso so yewura to sapon de mfoni e da ha say wa boadwuma papa
ono bo asap
Juma the NC say DB say why ya kono papa sika kra bia no say jina ne nas
egu last year
egu
nyina under the watch of a so-called PhD
wa mama ya kono na aban ne kire say oba be hyem kina discuss be hyem na jira ne naso amani amapa
agoso ya no kofi me da mase ebre naso ya bre na nya kokra da
a police fuba sambe mamiti ene owura gabi ene akpo ena no pemichia wo
omajoso okay akra kofi da akon ene eye akosia ofiriwa da che ma na oti omonka no mfoni kese ko wakrata ne mpensempensemo ensem ahodo a etwagu ho na no pay no wamada ebi ho adi akere wo no ebisa eto adwumadi ne so e po 97.9 FM live on TBS YZ eye Dwaboase dwumadi so na ye de ama agopram so ho nsem aye krado e ba be somo ne mo mamin kam fo mega cash lucky boss mfem ma eno ye SYZ family na de brewo bo modern na no pay disika fa go buto me ne ye yawada ye be ko weekend unye sika de ahye ho fa phone na dale *426*5# *426*5# *426*5# be ba cho network bi a o use wo be follow prompt na fe wabo game ni bi box bi a o be bi so wadi achede e ko so na to na di achede ni bebre ultimate to be 5 games or more na what be mo amepa you stand a chance so baby need 10,000 Ghana cedi afi branded t-shirt and the caps account in every weekly giveaway because one I TV SYZ Power FM and Radio SYZ you know ya bomodin na ya hye adwumadi we ya de ba besom so benye sika gu botom utwa ba ko bia 5 Ghana cedi to betime twa 10 20 15 50 sika won ho a wa ho de betime so de atwa na watimi adi bi ne wani age star 46 star 5 hash all networks na DC can be go Monday bi abomodin na hwe export TV SYZ ye bebo so na afi wo hunu say ya de a wo wini we among the winners am pacho wadi aye mega price na no so matimi di amount na if you October okay ntia no asase yekoso juada bi ya bomode na hwe your friend say TVSYZ export 2 p.m. she na wadi bibi abete se yabo number yabo odin na no na baba she ho kufu NL Caritas platform no maji jumedi atum se mra na memo sika mfa she obotum na emo yo obi a woni mfie de wohwe amepa chaw ehye won ka won hye kakra so ebata ho XYZ Mega Cash Lucky Boss another product from Spark House Promotions under the Super Cash Games fa ho ka on e diska gubutum e wo she botela atena se ago pramaso won se ma hodo etwa go wa ye krado so de ba be so ma na ko aba na afi won fa meso ye Uncle Abu
N.K Obrempong
na won te da no pay
nyame adom me hu ye won so
bibi a hye
ya
meeting me bibi a beka say World Cup in Ghana be win
oh World Cup no yakobo ye hu modin wo ho
bibi so hasem o me so be yi ma no
oh
o say
really there be day
sa
ba
be boy
nyame adom ntine be bo mpa ya mo
ye hwe
mama ya so betumi wini
mate ekwan da ho ntina fa som ya no pay agropama so nse ne ekọ
all right I no pay ya tena se ne hwera nse mekoso we ogidem ni nyina no ye de abre power 97.9 FM na TV XY so ye beko Black Stars of Ghana catch the latest FIFA Coca-Cola ranking ya kosru kabako entino details e ho no ye don sensem ye de ebre sanso na Ministry for Sports and Recreation etumi aye committee bi a omohwe na Black Stars ye World Cup aye kono ye preparation na ade nyina omotumi aye ni nyina ye sanso na ye room na ye ko kafa endra CAF Awards so na winners ne omunya awards ni nyina no ye ho sensem ye de ho nyina e de ebre weni sembra no pe yatena se a ye de ebre producers Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch Kojo Fosifandi and Mabel look bad sounds na me amotimi nkamedin e de ebo Taylor Henshen Semina say and free the Black Stars of Ghana catching there. And I would him say the latest FIFA Coca-Cola ranking the month of November there to me here aba na eba no Ghana as a yehuri akọ esro bako na yekọ esro bako no eyetima na say country a omudin ede eye Georgia omonso aba form yensa into the Ghana is no ka say there yetumi ajampe akọ eye 70 eye second entino eho eba baby edan dia eho na yeda ni nyina no e kire say Ghana as a ye latest international break minu a yekọ ni ye World Cup qualifiers na dia ye boy no ni wins na dia enyan no ni nyina na etumi aboa Ghana etumi ajampe etumi akoso enso eho na ye hwe omo a omuda Ghana sene dia Georgia Iceland Bolivia mu nyina eka ho bi sanso na ye Finland na Israel enyina eka ho bi a eno so no ye council ye de amount na eba Africa ye rank ne dia 14th na Ghana yeda eno no ye nkọ from ye sanso enkosre bi yeda na eda entre no eno eni nsem a eno pay ye de amount ewo ye dwumedie so na yaka Black Stars on sensem no na ye Ministry of Sports and Recreation is here there in 24 ati committee a omo no omo hwe na Ghana ye World Cup a ye kono ye fa no ye preparation ye preparation ye friendly games ni ade ni nyina promotion ni ade ni nyina ometumi aboa na oman Ghana enso no ye kono etumi akobo ye ho modern ho na ye Minister for Sports and Recreation Honorable Kofi Idi Adams ono ɛna ɔkyɛ ɛyɛ committee we a ɔmo hwɛ anim sɛ betumi abɔ homɔden ɛwɔ ɛyɛ world cup a ɛnso yɛ kɔ no mo hwɛ anim sɛ ɛyɛ team na anasɛ committee a mpanimfoɔ etumi ate no ɔmo hwɛ anim sɛ ɔmbɛtumi awurane ɔmo adwuma na after even world cup no ɔmbɛyɛ adwuma 3 months after world cup no enti no wɛni nsɛm a ɛno nso no ɛkɔ so a ɛno nso no yɛde ho nsɛnsɛm ɛnso ɛde ɛma no mpanimfoɔ de ato dwa sɛ committee no ɛbɛ deliver comprehensive world cup ɛyɛ roadmap saa nso ɛna activities ne adeɛ a ɛbɛkɔ so no nyinaa ɔmo de ho report ɛnso ɛbɛba ɔmo wie a na ɛyɛ final report no nso no ɔmo de akɔma cabinet na ɔmo tumi ahwɛ how wa Ghana yɛtumi yɛbɔ ɛhomɔden ɛwɔ before and after ɛyɛ world cup a ɛno nso no yɛbɛtumi akɔ ɛwɔ United States of America, Mexico ɛne Canada ɛmbɔnte no nso wei ni nsɛm a ɛno nso no ɛkɔ so ɔwɔ ha no nso no yɛde ho nsɛnsɛm yɛde ɛma yɛfiri hɔ na yɛnkɔ ɛyɛ CAF award ɛsan sɛ ɛndura ɛwɔ Rabat Morocco ɛmbɔnte no so CAF ɛde ɛyɛ awards no ɛde ɛhyehyɛ so na ewie no na Paris Saint-Germain ɛne ɛyɛ Paris Saint-Germain ɛne Morocco aberante ne din ɛde Ashraf Hakimi ɛna mpanimfoɔ ɛbɔ ne din as ɛyɛ men's player of the year na wohwɛ ɛyɛ Ashraf Hakimi a wohwɛ ne team a ɛyɛ Paris Saint-Germain a ɔboa mo ɛma mutumi ɛwini ɛyɛ UEFA Champions League san so ɛna ɛyɛ World Cup a yɛkɔ 2022 no nso no ɔmo bɔ homɔden paa ɛnso a hɔ na sisi ano ɛba Morocco yɛba football de a Morocco ɔmo bɔ homɔden paa ɛnso a hɔ yɛba World Cup 2026 a Ashraf Hakimi ɛboa yɛ ɛma ɛyɛ ɛne country Morocco ɛtumi qualify ɛkɔ World Cup ni bi na Ashraf Hakimi ɛba French League na ɔsan nso ɛtumi ɛboa ne team Paris Saint-Germain ɛma ɔmo gye ɛsan nso ɛna Coupe de France ɛno nso no otumi ɛboa yɛ ɛsan nso ɛna FIFA Club World Cup a ɛno nso no ɛkɔɔ so no nso no otumi ɛboa ɛyɛ Paris Saint-Germain ɛmo otumi ɛwura mu ɛnso ɛwɔ ɛyɛ finals ɛnti ne nyinaa no ɛna etumi ɛboa yɛ Ashraf Hakimi etumi ɛgye the ultimate no ɛde esi na so na yɛba women's player of the year no nso deɛ a ɛkɔ ɛde ma Gislan ɛyɛ Chebak a ɔno si na kan ɛde ma ɛyɛ Morocco san nso ɛna men's goalkeeper ɛnso ɛkɔ ma ɛma ɛyɛ Yasin Bonu a osi na kan ɛde ma Morocco ɛne Al Hilal women's goalkeeper ɛnso ɛkɔma baba ne din ɛde Chiamaka Inadoji ɔno nso esi na kan ɛde ma Nigeria wei ɛne third straight year wotumi ɛwini women's goalkeeper of the year no sounds ɛda coach of the year no nso ɛkɔ ɛma ɛyɛ Babista ɛno nso no okochi Kevet ɔboa ɛma Kevet etumi qualify ɛkɔ first ever ɛyɛ World Cup sounds so ɛna men's ɛyɛ interclub player no ɛkɔ ɛde ma facing ɛyɛ Mayele a osi na kan ɛde ma DR Congo ɛna Pyramids men's young player of the year no nso no ɛkɔ ɛde ma Otmani ɛyɛ Mama osi na kan ɛde ma Morocco sounds so ɛna women's young player ɛnso ɛkɔ ɛde ma Doha El Madania ɔno nso si na kan ɛde ma ɛyɛ Morocco men's national team no ɛkɔ ɛde ma Morocco under 20 ne san sɛ FIFA under 20 World Cup no this year there no ɔmo ɛna mutumi ɛkɔ wini ɛsan so ɛna women's national team no so ɛde ɛkɔ ma ɛyɛ Nigeria super ɛyɛ Falcons a ɔmo nso no ɛwini ɛyɛ WAFCON ɛyɛ 2025 there no san so ɛna men's club of the year no ɛkɔ ɛde ma Pyramids a ɔmo free Egypt CAF Champions League winners san so ɛna goal of the year no ɛkɔ ɛde ma aberanteɛ a ne din ɛde Clement Mzizi a osina kan ɛde ma ɛyɛ Tanzania ɛna Young Africans ɛna ɛyɛ ɛba Morocco a ɔmo nso no ɛmutumi gye awards no bebree na ɛnso ɛwɔ hɔ na aberanteɛ a ɔno no ɔgye ultimate ne din ɛde Ashraf Hakimi ɔgye ne award ne wie no aberanteɛ no de nsɛm kakra ɛde to dwa yɛnti nsɛm a Ashraf Hakimi ɔde ɛto dwa.
It's a real pride for me to win this prestigious trophy in the football world, in the African football world, precisely. This trophy is not just for me, it's for all the Africans, the strong men and women that have dreams in Africa, and those that dream of becoming footballers. And you know, for those that always believed in me from when I was a kid, even up until now that I've become this player that I am today, I would like to thank all of these people. I would like to thank His Majesty King Mohammed VI for providing us with all the different sporting infrastructure and facilities in Morocco, and also we are really proud of him.
Entino we nsema ye Ashraf Hakimi odi etu dwa na ye Black Stars ye legend ne Africa legend asam wa baby Jan ono so kopie mu ewo Jumedia na se na ebisa ne se 2025 AFCON ye kono ohwe countries ben na ombetumi ewini ye AFCON ye ntie no so ne nsema odi etu dwa.
I think we've got a lot of giants who are going there. Ghana is out, which we are very disappointed, but it's okay. We qualified to the World Cup, yes. So it's okay.
Unlike some other nations, you say it.
Yes, Nigeria did well. They were close last 2 years. Ivory Coast did well, so we have a lot of teams. Morocco is also a strong contender who are also doing well. I would say these three countries that I've mentioned, Nigeria, Ivory Coast, and Morocco.
Yeah, sama no so no e course so asamoja baby Jan or dey to dwa no so no ye count nsem ye dey ama ye mfi ho na ba the Ghana Premier League san match day 6 outstanding game na e wo ho akumasi asante kotoko o mebo na Endra na game no e course so Baba Yara Sports Stadium omni Young Apostles and dey share so wie no na asante kotoko etumi achi Young Apostles abomo e kamie no mutumi etimu bako Endra e Baba Yara Sports Stadium sisi no ye ba the Ghana Premier League table no so e dia kotoko ehuri akodi the 5th positioner omo 19 points and a House of Folk and so other seta omo so no omo 17 points and so after the game no coach Karim Zito or the same kakra to just say game no there now no ope win and to win and the team no enya yente Karim Zito.
What I was expecting was what happened at the end of the game, that we win last time. So no matter goes, I don't care. All what I care for was to win at the end of the 90 minutes or 90 plus, and then it happened. But aside that,
Entino Karim Zito henka ena yeti no wie no na ebisa ne se ne captain Gilbani Samba Onel ne contract on sansem na hwa na player no okọ na no so no semben ena wo ka fa on yenti ni nya no de mai.
I'll be worried because coaches I'll say I'll be worried because he's going to leave me, but there's nothing I can do. I did not say his contract. And if my to reach, I will leave. If some good offer comes, I'll go. We live and work for our families and myself. So I will never stop him from going. But if we have a way.
Entino we sama Karim Zito ode etuga yanko to Ghana esan se day 3 Endra etumi ewieye ewo ho month so now Endra no omo everyday ewo ho to ho STC and omo san so esan machi call back na Endra no yenhwe na etumi course winners omo tumi eje justice no say na sitie overall best call Edma Bastian Dieti san so na overall best Ghanaian and so call my branch the din Victor Kujo youngest Ghanaian call Edma Farakan Muhammad san so na overall best youngster youngest and so echo Edma Gadaho MC Chabel sanso na overall best team echo Edma the Belgium team no best breakaway echo Edma D Neve Thomas sanso na overall best oldest and so echo ma Daniel Bichi man sanso na best intermediate and so echo ma branch reading De Neve Thomas and to way and some so course so ewo tall to Ghana anymore ya de emma na winners na kaso from first to faith no say and the city De Neve Thomas out free Belgium and Andra otumi ewini race no sanso and a Toma on also free Netherlands and so the second position fail and so every Belgium or the third position and a Yamiogwa and also no free Burkina Faso and so the fourth position and so on to any summer and dra a course so told Ghana or more ready hoa and also no yadon sensem yade amount and there Thursday and no more honey dear na also more excursion na almost share how hono city esanse told Ghana no nkofo bebre na efi amonene na omotumi aberum Ghana and no ho omaba Ghana no to into no so mo to ho na omohwe Ghana ye tourist site ewo ho and also no ye count sem ye de ema na ochina Friday enso ombeko afajato ometumi ewrem ho na eda Saturday enso no ometumi ewrem amoride to akomufie enso on to any sema ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ tɔd Ghana ni mu a yɛde wɔn nsɛnsɛm yɛde ɛma wo yɛnkɔ hockey na yɛnhwɛ na yɛn nso ɔreso deɛ na wonim sɛ Gladys Ayebia girls hockey tournament ɛnso ɛkɔ so ɛwɔ Suhum ɛmbɔntene so na Ndra ɛna launch no etumi ɛkɔ so na ɛkɔ so no participating teams a ɔmo hɔ no same ɛna esitie Suhum hockey club egyina mu bi Kofodia hockey club Citizens International hockey club Ghana Gas hockey club ɛnso egyina mu bi na schools a ɛnso ɛwɔ mu no say ɛna esitie Yikrosek Ganas Nsasco Presec Suhum Presec Mampong Sutesco Franstec McGee's Igis St Michael's SHS ɛna Axtec we mu nyina ɛna hockey tournament no ɔmo sia ɔmo akan ɛnso ɛwɔ mu na CEO of Gladys Ayebia Hammond Foundation Richard Hammond ɛde nsɛm kakra etudwa ɛwɔ opening ceremony no na siyentie nsɛm a Richard Hammond ɔde etudwa.
So my mom was not formally educated, and I'm the last of 7, but she believed in education. So when she passed away, I was thinking, what can I do in memory of her? And I thought that as a woman, and she believes in education, we need to give back to girls. That is why this project is mainly about girls' education and sports. So she's the woman behind the story. Why we are doing what we are doing? Because her heart goes out to children, that every child should have some form of education.
Entino we nsema Richard Hammond odi etuyo wie no na Professor Emmanuel Kwesi Sapon ono no ewo University of Winneba ono so no wo dwumedie na ase ono so e de futu e de ma emma ne mmema na mo dwumedie na ase yenti omo.
Because when you are playing hockey, don't you have a game plan? Don't you have a game plan? I'm sure tomorrow I will watch the first match and I will see how you are going to play. Are you the type of team that want to pass? Or you are the team that always want to launch the ball into the deep so that the strikers can score? Whichever way you are going to play, it depends on what? Whichever we are going to play depends.
And sama aye papa ni di e de Professor Emmanuel Kwesi Sapon odi tudwa e wo Gladys Ayebia aye Foundation hockey tournament e kwaso no na se na sorry so no na mka mu se Bermuda Games 5th September Friday Farmers Day game no e baso e wo Magdan La Town Park entino sa day no ampaya e bedwa entini nyina ye pie nwa ho na ye de ye football race ni ade ho nyina etumi e de ahye sa day ne de ampaya e bedwa ye dan ni akon Magdan La Town Park na dwumedie no so etumi akoso e de aman ye ma ne kontino ye mfa gudie mu ensem no ensia na Dwaboase entoaso emfa me producers anope Roger Emmanuel the sports monarch Kojo Fosu Fandi and a Mabel I look badek and a Mia Mutim can be ding at the ebo Taylor. You try a way bar N.K Obrempong the fair. So Eddie Amaye. Power.
If I shop, I'm not sure you're bad.
Brad, and not so good.
Not everybody should see about Queen Wayne say.
Brad, said your time about Misha, as your Jimmy fearful, and not the about ever so.
Really, don't this offending now.
Brad, and me cousin need the time about Misha one dance ya. We are singing now about Timinka. It is some malaria, well drawn time about Misha.
And you go, dear, no more to want to meet any deal. Well drawn a time about Misha. A drink and your ma or bar waffle through. The one mark for down for any aquada when you fear to me, and some of the time about Mr. Draven. Shasta Wako Hospital and answer lab. I'm what who said, oh, a 3-day malaria be answer.
Kayosa time me TIME. Time about Misha. I feel malaria fever be than Ziva, a woman, ever slap. Ubenya be at all, over the counter medicine sellers. Any herbal shop to draw namu. FDA Aji a dreading crotway at all.
The every human body mass should have at least 60% water for optimal performance in any physical or mental exercise. We can help you maintain it naturally. X Natural Mineral Water. Simply natural. For bulk purchase, call 0596 273 546 or 0596 273 547. This advert is FDA approved.
Obrebo eye edwumada. Ebwa eyam eduane. Ebwa eyi insa free ni peduanim. Na ebwa woni pedua ma etena ho yi. Nanso wonim se niema a yedi na yenom. Timi ma brebo ye edwumaden sen pote.
Me huda. Me brebo ye edwuma pa. Ebia se me ntumi ye bibi bo me brebo.
Ani and nothing what the left it from the Moses Clinic ni herbal center about herbal food supplement. We see pa the brebo ama e ye edwuma yi.
Na ye edwuma.
Fatopa ye no anopa ni enwumre. Na eboa ma obrebo ye adwuma yi sene ebe ya ebetimi anyam aduane a wodi esiesie ni peduane mu eyi mu finsi yi
eno na me brebo kia pa
Ubenya Life Kid or pharmacy, herbal shops, ne supermarkets a ebenho. Sa wo pedudo so to a 0244 06 8447. Life Kid, wa wo brebo, wa wo ni pedua. Edro yi enye mapemfo ema ema omomanofo ne mmofo a wonya mfie dumien FDA age dwedie krato yi atum
na ede na aya obayi a oda formaso ne yafunu emunum ni
oh Mr. Entry also yare ya titi be mfie pi nanso ne yam nyono da se me kire no ahodo amato a me hunu hwe a ebe ya nwanwa
menyi ni se what also tamfo hexa capsules any hexa mixture yanum bom kotia also no bia ma no anom anka ne ho ato no dada also drodi eno an hexa capsules any hexa mixture
akom ni nchiremu
also yekura eto yefunu ene ensunumu etuma wo yefunu ekeka wa wogire ho a enye also etumi ema wo ye cheko ebra wadidi awie so how eye also there compare hexa capsules any hexa mixture nanum bom na ho ebeto
pedudu atu a ko okanshi drug lane kumasi dani herbal takrade AA Mensa anafre 020 3822855 apefo abatan a woma won mofra no fo ene mofra woni mfie dumienu enka ho Haxa capsules ene ne mixture
also tamfo FDA age adwadie nkrato yi atom
adofunu ye tieto bibia ene bibia kwaba so nkokra abusia yare ben na ehawo yare ben na ya kwankura wo je chinchina wunya anuye ende to bray no me come for Lion 8 Clinic Ghana enfama ahankwa na abepima ye de bibidro esaw yare ema wunya sunsun subani bia abusia se yare fo ebepiemu ewa Lion 8 Clinic Ghana Dr. Biodo amubrase ni ahofama so nkokra ene hwe yare fo no ema ne botono abusia se uba bepiemu wa haseya yesa Nambi yare bi to say syphilis, gonorrhea, candidiasis, jaripa do na nim see a friend of white no. Ye ya pabini ewo ewa hase. Abusia, o ye bema, o kwasine ni ma, o ntimi nwa dwuma eme na mo okiafo na. Lion 8 Clinic Sebra, no fe bibidro ema wo na wo na so se bema mapa. Se wo so yo ba, anasa warefo, o peba o yebi. Machina bread, Rabbi Piemo, our Lion 8 Clinic Ghana, now the top of Frosting, I will fear.
I don't follow motion, Mosun for Coffee. A breaker crane, me yare, Anna Medaho. Madame Fubiban and Chow may introduce you Lion 8 Clinic Ghana man. Then the 2 on a mono, the coy and the motion, a moment do, and make me want to wow, Shania, the leaders was. We can full line in Ghana mouse, and so to a mobra. Nabuna Wayarsa.
Salaam alaikum. Nazo don't go Sibitini. I'm not sure when the Nazo she Naga Antriti Nanasa Misonki. yasa duk wanda zai zo musulmi duka ya yi kokari ya zo nan wannan asibitin ga da samu sauki da saukin kuma kuɗi ba wani caji insha Allah da samu sauki.
Hello everyone, my name is Dr. Maxwell Aziz Mensah. I'm the founder and senior doctor of Lineage Clinic Ghana. Our mission is to provide you with exceptional herbal medicine treatment and holistic healthcare to all our patients. With our team of dedicated staff and innovative treatment, we are here to support you to becoming a healthier you. Thank you for trusting Lineage Clinic Ghana. Lineage Clinic Ghana, your #1 healthcare expert.
I'm Simon Akwababio at about Power 97.9 FM live on TVSYZ, live on Facebook at Power 979 FM, TVSYZ, YouTube, XYZ Broadcasting, Dwaboase Jumedi so, and no pay so yes in Kunya, na yede so mo kama medi the N.K Obrempong, and there, Mina Medi Jumedi and Huchame, na media amount. You go Facebook, I bet you do a gentle that to us here, na fee, I did break and kind amount. If it's a come on, yedi say Jumedi, I was a brasson. Say a day a year and come ahodo ebebrel and yene PRO dima Ghana Education Service GS and a better say a din come a year Mr. Daniel Fenny yenin bedin come nemo mono so share budget the finance minister Dr. Kashiel Atoforsen editu Ghana so share the education sector not just a woman womusika mu edu yie pa eno echre omampani nani ku eku oman Ghana adesua ho a opese wo hwehwe se na ekoni yie enti wo ba ye wo hwe university wo se first years a eko university nyina efisa abre yi ko ono se oye mampani de afie bia uwura mu a wo fasa aka no watua echre o se persons living with disabilities sabre wo mo de wo nko university no free kura into the various areas a war education sector ho nyina no sika hodo school feeding program free SHS feed chese wa hihye ni nyina bebre enche bia ye bebo video no Dr. Kasel Atoba Force Finance Minister what this ansemi to dwa wo mra hye bedwam nano eye ene na wotwe pepepa no the budget wonsem to dwa de ama man Ghana na the year 2026 you see ma sika hodo echo these various sectors ye de bebo man ho bra no what they betu dwane ye beko ho ne mo mamen kan fa agbozo heba ye sent clinic in fema one opay yare wa hodo na ba betena ye nso eno nti agbozo se emema pa ene ema nyina muntie sankai boye be efise wono wo saa yare a mebebo so nyina ho adro papa se obo modin na abo ma hye ye nko na ebi ne hawde a enya de obesan kofie wo bre kwa saa yare no eto so egitie premature ejaculation bema sabi why mere wompem the other room why mere kra wo hyase ani ne wasi form me pa cho bomode na agbozo heba clinic form bra low sperm count wo de utimi kọ utimi siso na emom nkwamwo ne ntimi ntutuo memfa abo enku abo bia enti anon eba ne sa no a eba bia ni ho a ebem me pa agbozo bebo STD se nemu yare wa hodo nyina agbozo heba clinic wo ho adro afa candidiasis minu yama me ma menom white aye krankra betena mo so momo de nkwa agbozo heba clinic no mo amo sexual weakness in men and women obi a bacha agbozo bebo awo ti bomode na jebre na kwa agbozo heba clinic wo ma kira kwan e okwashiman omo ben eye chief palace ne pe from one number we so na kwa ho no pe ya no bejebre no ma hwew 0241 750282 0241 750282 omo branch ba kon so e wo tema eye community 25 Savannah Johnson opposite Dev Traco Estate. I want to number betime nya omo so 0557 402 696 0557 402 696 na fa agbozo heba clinic ajebre na oma hwew na emom se wo pe asase a ehwojo asase ehwojo amanso bia ne ho na ne bo sign da forma would be see fie would be see hospital would be see school would be see sorry pacha no pay ma men kan for Benji Estate and Investment Limited mfema to anamon na ko Benji wo if is ko Benji Estate and Investment Limited no pay ya wo mu asase ni bi Ochopoli New City New Airport City wo mu obi ho afi wo mu obi ho Shai Osudoku wo mu obi wo Afienya wo mu obi ho after the Central University school no a near B5 company and no ukuta be 25,000 Ghana 25,000 Ghana cedis ukuta 70,000 75,000 40,000 depending on the area wo ube choose say wo pe no it differ from the prices no pacha ubenya sase a ensuo ni electricity wo so de da 70 by 100 by size normal the amount na fe the opesa wo di bia no watimi aye na unya bomoden na wo to asase ni wie pe womo echew anwe free ya wo de be she project na se na bia fe na wo kotokora nso a memene da se wo ko site visitation a feature bi anim udu ya mpacha mo fa me ko hwe asase no womo nje utaku womo nje utro no wakwa kohwe na mum se wo be pa asase no nti ukwa fa kakra shell ho fire registration fire deposit na fe asase no documents nyina nso Benji Estate and Investment Limited se men kan cho se wa fa ho ka enya de omo be ka che se fe skabra yemfen ko ya asase no pepese ma wo mo afa ho ka omo yesa na eme nyina acho umpe we na opeden Benji se o wi am men kan kire o se omo ye building and construction ene ma omo ye bi no enti wo to asase no wi a now they will plan about omo timesi na ma afi omo ye barter trade omo ye land survey and omo ye land title registration supply of building materials and eme nyina Benji Estate and Investment Limited ebe bo ahwe omo chi akwan wotema committee 25 junction opposite Goodness filling station from on number C so na jebre womo so de obekọ site na afi won so watimi anya sase obesi wo dan so 0248 780 887 0248780887 and 0553 116 602 0553 116 602 uko Facebook and other social media platforms are Benji Estate any handles or social media platforms are now betting www.benjiestate.com na fe woma jebre ama wasase e ho jona manson bi ene ho na fe wo de se fie ana se wa school ana de wo pe bia Benji Estate or follow your vision and own a property today. I wish I told you media so dia na ye bawura mna se bedwen wo bra de Dr. Kasiel Atofo Finance Minister okom mna se bedwen na afi 2026 budget or the to dwa education sector they are buying so allocated the various areas yenko tie ni mra ye ba Daniel Fanyi PR di Ghana Education Service or ha ye ni bedi hunkomo ye hwe ni mra.
The Speaker, I now take you to education. The Speaker, we recognize education as a transformative tool and a catalyst for social mobility. We will deepen our investment in education, especially on infrastructure, to cultivate a generation of informed global citizens. Right Honorable Speaker, we have developed a program, a 2-year program, to end double track. Mr. Speaker, education is the ladder by which nations climb to prosperity. And for Ghana, the ladder must be strong, wide, and within the reach of every child. Government is embarking on a bold and transformative initiative to upgrade, modernize, and expand access to secondary education across the country, ensuring that every Ghanaian child, regardless of background or location, can learn, grow, and succeed. Right Honorable Speaker, many schools are overcrowded and others lack the infrastructure or resources to deliver quality education. As a result of this, the previous administration introduced the double track system, which have adversely affected the academic calendar and the quality of our education. Mr. Speaker, government is rolling out a 2-year program to end the double track system in our secondary schools. We will expand infrastructure, enhance quality, and improve access. This program will eliminate the double track system and ensure that every child can attend school full-time in dignity and in safety. Mr. Speaker, under this program, we will upgrade Category A schools by building new classroom blocks, dormitories, and quality improvement. Mr. Speaker, we will upgrade 10 Category B schools to Category A equipping them with modern classrooms, dormitories, libraries, science and ICT laboratories. Right, Honorable Speaker. The reality is that whilst Category A and B schools receive overwhelming demand, Category C schools, which hold more than half of available spaces, remain under-enrolled due to infrastructure and quality gaps. Mr. Speaker, this inequality must end, and indeed it will end. Right, Honorable Speaker, we will accordingly upgrade 30 Category C schools to Category B. Mr. Speaker, we will build new classrooms, dormitories, and modern science resource centers for these new schools. Government will complete 30 of the abandoned E-blocks in urban and peri-urban areas and expand access for students in high-demand areas. Right, Honorable Speaker, government has also decided to enhance infrastructure and teaching and learning resources to improve outcomes at the basic level. In this regard, Mr. Speaker, Get Fund will construct 200 new junior high schools, 200 new primary schools, 200 new kindergartens. Mr. Speaker, Get Fund again will construct 400 4-unit teacher bungalows. And Mr. Speaker, 400 places of convenience in underserved communities and schools. Mr. Speaker, each of these will come with furnishing. This will also provide access to more than 200,000 additional students annually. Right, Honorable Speaker, Get Fund will procure and distribute free comprehensive curricular-based textbooks covering the following: 4 sets of KG textbooks and workbooks for about 1 million learners, 4 sets of primary textbooks for 2 million learners, and 9 sets of JHS 3 textbooks for 1 million learners. Right, Honorable Speaker, Get Fund will provide the following for secondary schools and some selected district education directorate. Mr. Speaker, Get Fund will supply 2 million pieces of metal mono decks and chairs, 200 unit 66-seater buses, 200 double cabin pickups, and 50 saloon cars. Right, Honorable Speaker, President's economic diplomacy is yielding results. During his recent visit to China and Japan, he secured about 60 million United States dollars for the construction of a science and technology university in the Savannah region at Damango, the Speaker, and a modern market at Aflao.
So forcing Ghana for to some for ɔman yi nyinaa yɛn finance minister Bonham Rone ato is forcing ana wɔte ne nka sɛ education sector hɔ no sika hodoɔ a ɛkokɔ mmeaeɛ ahodoɔ ɛkwan a NDC abɛn led by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ɛfa so na double track system a ɛmɔfra no kɔ school 1 month 2 weeks a no more bɛtena fie 3 months na wei nso kɔ red gold green no wɔse NDC abɛyi afa plan a by 2027 deɛ wɔn bɛtumi akasɛ saa double track system no wɔn bɛtumi ayie free hɔ na afei ɛmɔfra no kɔ school a sɛdeɛ na tete ne yɛyɛ no wɔn nyinaa bɛkɔ na wɔn nyinaa san ba na bibi biara ɛtumi ayɛ kamakama yɛbɛdi nkɔmɔ na emom sɛdeɛ Daniel wɔ ha no mepɛ sɛ mo yɛnhwɛ saa video yi mmra teachers a wɔn wɔ fie a yɛn posti wɔn a wɔn nso wɔn ate atua a wɔn ɛka kyerɛ abɛn sɛ wɔn fɔm adwuma mu na wɔn atena fie akyɛ a wɔn nso wɔn ho paapa wɔn yɛbɛhwɛ education minister ba bɛ respond yɛhwɛ teachers ni wie a yɛbɛba bɛhwɛ education minister na straight yakɔ Daniel sɛ ne yakɔdi nkɔmɔ eti yɛhwɛ teachers yi a wɔn yɛ demonstration mmra.
Yes, all because no petition has been submitted yet. Just because we are waiting for the minister to come for the petition. But according to them, the deputy PRO should receive the petition. And as concerned teachers, we are saying that we want to see the PRO for GES or the Minister for Education to come and receive our petition because we are not trusting them. So for now, we are still waiting for our petition to be received.
Now, I'm coming from a construction field. We are doing masonry. If you see the tall building that we have been climbing, and if you fall right now, you die. Some have even even lost their leg, their arm because of those jobs. And because we don't want to do that, that's why we were trained as teachers to teach. So we can't be home and be suffering whilst we spent over 5 years training ourselves to become good teachers so that we will help the future of Ghana. And now we are here to tell the government to post us now because we have stayed home for too long. We can't still be at home. We can't wait for even a month. Some people are even dying. Some are doing illegal jobs. Some are, you can see Ann Roberts employing our colleagues. Go and steal and I'll give you money, and they will do it because they are hungry. Some are on Galamsey side, the same Galamsey we are preaching against. We are educating people against. Our people are there. They are there. You go there right now, you see a lot of trained teachers there because they have not get job. We have passed our licensure exam. We have reached whatever we want to do. Some are first class, second class upper, and all those stuff. And we are still at home. So we want the government to come to our aid. We were trained to teach, not to be on the street hacking. Some of us are at the station hacking pure water and all those stuff. And you see these same people, the people we are supposed to teach are the people feeding us.
And the teacher for one wolf here, woman ye, Juman ye, Akoko at the Chere school, teacher school, college say we are, and almost say was our buying for them. And then rather they are almost here, Tintas Cocotra buying say, what matter if ye be a swap on paw, be a year mated, maybe yet to say Numa for survivor, and the Saturday the only other shred here, a twabanum, say, Omo de non form a Jumenco classroom, said the bay almost one bet me at Tradia, Munim di Omaconiano, Eddie Abuamo Frano, na Omodachi, a Timia ye kama. Education Minister, Honorable Haruna Idrisu, were very responding to demonstration course another day. Yan Shadem Rana for Yan Media.
Some striking teachers are looking for us on the streets of Accra. And then to respond to them, that Cabinet gave approval for us to recruit some 6,100 more teachers. And therefore, that category of teachers which belong to the 2023 cohort are adequately captured. I'll be surprised if it is the same group that is on the street. They rather should be looking for us and going back to offices for purpose of audit and identification to be restated to be paid.
And the Honorable Haruna Idrisu, no, Education Minister, Anna Wobeka Sayeno, Cabinet, teachers are more approving more, I wasn't common for money idea. But your friends and PRO, Edman, the Ghana Education Service, Ewaha. Daniel Fenny, Yanini common for budget, no home teacher for each strike, any the education minister can Daniel Marquaba.
Yeja, Nana, Major Sopa.
Now, what to say?
Yami, a crank,
education ministry to say.
Yapa, na. I've observed, because we have a lot of stakeholders, various stakeholders, students, teachers, parents, PTA, general stakeholders, CSOs, NGOs, and all that. Almost every now and then, there's some activity to be done because we'll satisfy one stakeholder group, then the other stakeholder group will come out, and so almost every now and then there's one or two activity that must be done. But I think all in all, averagely, we are satisfying the various concerns and needs of the stakeholders, and one after the other. So yeah, things are.
That's okay. Yeah, share and come on, free budget presentation 2026 budget. The finance minister, Dr. Kasela Toba first, and then now to prepare pen or the two. GES allocations are what are Abamo Hono, then no more share name, say betimi abana transforming Ghana Education Service for the betterment of the students in every area at work GES.
You know, Mamenda, in fact, no quarry say we are awful. Na owo emba anankwala ewofie na afiaso enti as a parent o chiche usika mu baby a skabia enko ebia wo de bibe sidan wo de bibe to ankwala school fees wo de bibe to books wo de bibe to aduane ntare maybe beto ebe to our light bills water bills mo na ade we awofo na wotena say at the end of the year now share budget ni nyina na wo behwie budget ni nyina no baby a usika ne kase na akọ share eye enkola no wo school and na wo school ho nyoma books to school fees na kyerɛ sɛ in a way wo parents no adesua sem no ho hia wo pa. That is why it is top on your budget or top of your financial plans. That is similar to what we saw in the budget. Education as a whole topped the whole financial allocations to all the sectors of about 16% of the budget a call for education.
Wow.
That tells Oman Penino and Nasa Abino are very much interested in education. That's the more reason nisikano ne fakese na beka kodi education. Bible baby wakadia wo na wakoma. So it tells the direction of the government. That's the first one. Of course, Oliver Twist, we would ask for more, yes, but at least it gives us a picture say on minor direction education more. That's the first one. The second one is what share in Chichemua or Mampeni and I say a finance minister the buyer. You could see that what Emma basic education, I mean early childhood education, basic education, senior higher education, also any focus pan on the budget in him. Inti say yefa education sector non so obe say early childhood basic make a basic amateur primary to JHS and senior high school edimo akotene pa some time ago obegya to mu say na ade a wote e wasum nko a yaka education free SHS. That's the only thing you heard about education. This government believes that answer na kolan be drew the level where you can free SHS and crown of baby no oba.
Yes.
Of kindergarten or call class 1 and you building the foundation no they be do SHS in impo. Inti se me wo allocations be na interest be and then I mean started right from the foundational stage, and I am building kolano kama or strongly even before they get to the SHS level where we talk of the free SHS and all that. Inti, if you wouldn't mind, I could go through some of the allocations. Sure, I have about 21 of them here. Whichever time
just a few of them you can just mention them.
So Education, as I mentioned, about 16% of the budget is allocated to education sector. This is the highest post-COVID. Make up post-COVID amateur from 2020. This is the highest allocation to the education sector.
Your budgets are being
This is the highest to the education sector.
Good.
Let us be but two be a friend of double track system. Reduce the quality of education.
Crime ben so na double track na fast reduce the quality of education.
All right, it has reduced contact hours. Education, we contact hours. Teacher student meeting in a classroom to have engagement and a lesson. Double track reduce it. So contact hours and crime be so. Into akwala no oko school e bi abosomi na wa betena fie another month and I say 2. Because we have to make a space for another group of students to also come and all that. Nkola normal academic calendar no I checked kakra. Want to mean those days where so September to December be a first term.
Yes.
January to May be a second term. Maybe in that order, May to July a third term.
The old system.
Old system. Sisi and yen shadan hunesa fia na kolaba fia dan ya wa makwan. You can't even really follow the calendar very well. Until we as a government and thought no double track and MY. I mean, put the politics aside. Say if I say genuinely, you're interested in education quality, double track is not an approach you would want to give your children. In fact, when the policy itself came initially, we were told say a temporary policy over some time, but it appears the past administration didn't really care enough to remove it. This government has decided say we are going to remove it. How are we going to do that? Data on the various schools that are on double track. So let me first say that not all the schools are on double track.
Okay.
Currently, we have about 300 schools that are on double track, and we have about 1,000 second cycle institutions. So about 700 are already not on double track, and then the 300 that are on double track. We have taken data. Now data a bit say it is just a matter of distribution. Which I say in Kwalano mo person mobile school then a yema computer placement evenly yen distribute to across all the schools. I can say for some of them they are just over subscription na how margin. Okay. Inti nyɛ sɛ ɔmo ni facilities ɔmo facilities ɔmo yɛ okay biribi ayɛ fine na mbom nkɔla dodo no a ɛpɛ na ɛkɔ hɔ and this is characteristic more of many of the category A schools. Okay. So for example ofa Chimota ofa Presec ofa Ukwapman mona adeɛ na ɔmo facilities even though they will need expansion. Okay. But at the moment, no more facilities. Nembum subscription no are also. So for some of them, nyomu here say enka rational distribution of the students and so that they don't get overly subscribed. That's number one. Number two, you realize say schools in the beyond one ka obi here dormitory block bako and a classroom block me no be and one they are okay, they will move away from the double track. Yeah, realize say here they even have the classrooms already. Here tables and chairs in the classrooms, and they are okay with that. Saturday turning and you realize because for some of them
students need be schools need be run a double track because tables and chairs and students be transfer wasn't enough in the school.
Yes. Wow. Into a classroom blocks or space is fine, but tables and chairs are you be using and enough. Okay. You compile all such data and you realize okay. Say you be you double track for completely, Of course, if you have an baby sit down and casamom. I mean classroom blocks and say you basic dormitory. You go on so a contract a carpenter for 1 year in Kungana until the next 2 years. And I think this communication came even right from day one. So when you say you can't be bina afiana ye best sayano no from day one no. You realize in the next 2 years we should be able to phase out the double track system. Okay. Or share budget anymore. Honorable the finance minister Honorable Ato Forsen has made a budget allocation of 1.1 billion cedis to eradicate that. So in other words, provision of classroom blocks, provision of tables and chairs, provision of some facilities in some of the schools, some of them building new structures and all that, new dormitories and all that, and about 1.1 billion cedis allocation to them. I feel so basic level no so here he has made allocation of 2 billion cedis for the construction of 200 new JHS schools. I didn't say 200 new JHS. You realize not all primary schools have JHS component. Okay. Into Akolanabeko from KG Aquapem class 6. Oduwa JHS no Obekono, they were far distant. Into say no the ultra quantity. So we are looking at providing 200 junior high schools, 2 primary schools in Libya or money JHS component. Okay. So that Kolana started right from class 1 between 200 blocks. And we are also looking at 200 new primary schools, 200 kindergartens, 400 4-unit teacher bungalows. You would admit accommodation of teachers you be posted teacher some villages one major challenge or concern on be facing air accommodation. Yes. So the government believes that at the internet as possible young provide some accommodation facilities. I must say post it and
we are mama kai coverage bia me and me koye a community under Okre district. Your friend attracted yeah. Na school block na year 3. But now class na up to 4. Yeah. Into class 3 ni class 4 na chim. Na class 4 teacher ba wachre omuti class 4 teacher ba class 3 ni wuntie yeah and teachers too na wo ho yeah see here ikra mate say because of those challenges they don't also have light yeah ewo ho yeah community under Okre district Okwapema Eastern region they don't have light yeah. School o share o makwan and see amene what they can say mofra as young as 2 yeah 3 about 40 minutes to even 1 hour to go to the neighboring villages which is Safro and Kwamoso.
Yeah.
And Omoko school because of all these challenges. So what me say no mo de yin bi ko ho a mo hwe na betimi abawura GS nka ebe me de pa.
Yes, in fact,
nkola na ho nto wo ntena wo krom no mo ko school no man ntimi je.
Yes, in fact, that is the thinking behind the construction of some of these new JHS primary kindergarten blocks, is so that we have schools closer to the children. Among yenkunya situation where a child will walk far distance, and then put education. Why do we have to make it look like a punishment? Yes, when they are seeking for education and knowledge. Aside the fiscal structures and so on, there's 3 billion allocation for textbooks.
Wow.
For example, 4 set of KG books and workbooks for about 200,000 learners. 4 set of primary textbooks for 2 million learners. 9 set of JHS3 textbooks for 500,000 learners. Procurement of over 2 million pieces of metal monodesks and chairs. And 200 units of 4-seater buses and 200 double cabin pickups for the secondary. So right from the primary, so it is not only fiscal buildings na a year put it up, but also provision of the textbooks right from KG, Aquapem Junior High School, even including senior high schools. You be make sure say akolani access to the classroom block ni we are textbooks or the best and as a material teaching and learning materials or the best so should be very much available to them. I know so provided.
Good.
I feel so 169 million CDs has been made available for BEC registration. You would agree with me, say BEC, you know, and Kolana are not supposed to pay.
They say more for registration, papers,
BBI taken for them.
It's the answer why you don't
what the unnecessary
exams do so a
just going right.
Wow,
that's the allocation in Tino. In fact, the whole plan is say Akolani ko school and nothing will be a stumbling block in their way of learning. Because and you're born in all say or knowledge. So as a nation, no, the focus should be say yebema conducive environment, yebema all the necessary provisions to help Akolano to study. So BEC registration is covered. In some studies are you conducting, so you realize say embano sebe seboso sona wobu once that alone is the reason some children miss out of school at least 1 week every month.
Yes.
Into busume biano or be school by 3 weeks, but 1 week ne obobunen sanity unhun school mo. And this one is very typical even in the rural settings. Provision has been made for provision of sanitary pass. In fact, it was provided this year. 6.6 million, over 6.6 million sanitary pass were given to the children. In fact, it will cover them for the whole of the term, last term.
And it's JHS for primary schools.
Yes, when you are counting.
Mo becha mo mana mo officer ebia ohia bi obetimi akono akwa.
In fact, ya cha so they were sent to the regional offices and then they were distributed to the various schools. Into G data, because we say at the primary level the new biana at that stage, you know. But ubenya nipa ba kumienu bi class 6, class 5 bia obunensa into the ya share that G data. From the various schools. So we Kolabia Obunensa at this stage and all that give us the data and per the data na you're providing Kolano with all the sanitary pass they will need. And it is not only for 1 month, for the entire term, mobile school, and next year so provision has been made, so it will continue. In other words, almost every month if you are Kolano school, so it is literally going to be a provision that will be made every.
Okay. Na ya bana for ya be teachers na o ma teach and tibo ba ko bi ka na for ye mo teachers on ye into aso.
All right. Into what also happened say so there are some for tertiary main cohort.
Okay.
What also happened say we noticed say during the placement, computer placement, in Kolani bebre and normal for preferred category A schools.
Yeah.
Into Ubihu Resolution Center, say, Kofu Bebre, Abodompim, or Ebimoka, or computer, ne place him or how computer, men pay computer, yadi assembly and all that. Obekum pan on any boni bina computer na. In fact, for many of them, Obekumna, they have already gotten a school. But a category A school, no,
I don't know,
Intina. It look like on per school when ya computer name place in here and all that. Into what the observations we have made at the ministry level and then finance ministry level is that okay, if that's the case, then why don't we do it this way? One, schools in the category C, you know, and then a young investment will provide the infrastructure, facilities, laboratories. And I honky can one ebe bomb no movie from category C, you know, to category B.
Okay.
Now, so that now a lot of people patronize Omonso because they would have gotten the facilities be attracting the student to also go there because category A and BBL facilities.
Science labs,
computer labs, dormitories, more classrooms, or more and BBL.
Okay.
There's no, in fact, Okohwa teachers now much radio or hono one or child
the same thing other second cycles.
Yes, in their facilities. So I then yen target is some of the category C schools. Now yen more facilities in
upgrade you
more. Now yen for among category B. Now category B no so schools ni be or hono. I then yen more facilities. Now yen upgrade your category A.
Wow.
Into finance minister has
so by the schools ni na be attractive.
Yes.
Eddie Amam Fana, so be we are on preset. Nami pay we by force never 7 because computer lab ne dormitories ni near my FNA A no. They say the same thing.
And you know that was the logic. So I gave this explanation so that you know when we say upgrading, it's not as if say we are just going to a school and targets a category B. Now you have changed to category A. No, not tax. Boom, fiscal infrastructure should be there. Facilities should be there because my brother, no matter how a school is, say school no need facilities. Now, friend category A, children will still not go.
Yeah.
It's just the naming and the branding. Then boom, the provision of the facilities that will make it attractive for the student themselves too, and that one to provisions have been made financially to make sure these schools have received the needed facilities and infrastructure for them to move.
Very well. I think more teacher for it because I know so yeah assemble a hard year of course the budget is already out there, but being here no we're breaking it down more. Papa no me wolf now woman who know the budget need be air cancasa and rather ya and our church for a year woman so GS for modium beko schools are hoodum no makwachere ye meya dear one motigo mountains so one more yem for my dream a dear ne delay such a chair for your postings what's our monko schools monko there.
Yo, my man, let me start from this background info. Say, Edin Kaino, Ghana Education Service.
Yes.
We need the teachers more than they even need us. Yamo. Teachers and yamu yen posting sanya omo hiaye.
Okay.
The reason is that, frankly speaking, sanya fiscally crowma some examples say there are certain schools now you were there yourself. You saw just about 2 teachers. Or say 1 teacher. As a conditions.
Yes. A 1 teacher.
Yes.
And omo community no.
Yeah.
Penifo e no. Omo a high.
Yeah.
A female teacher. They can ho. Nti emo frane be school bi obi a the 1 cedi ba. And no more boano na bosome
support.
No more they are supporting the female teacher no. Now yeah, but a teacher back pay. And no that from class 1, from nursery, class 1, 2, 3, 4. Yes. Until now, if your mother be 2. Yeah. And I know more school. Yeah.
So you would agree with me that as Ghana Education Service, we actually need teachers.
Okay.
Like it's not just theoretical. We really need teachers. And,
right.
You know, the fact that the teachers will be posted or they will be employed, you know, it's not even controversial. It's not a controversy. They will actually be employed.
Okay.
And we say this not to yes, a massage or situation, and I say it is actually the case that they will be employed, they will be taken. by beginning, no, for example, we came in this year. In fact, the management of GES itself and Kasakra came in around February, March. By and told some situations, kakra. Situation and say those who were employed last year, in your wing almost account almost salary. You win upon almost account war staff ID.
Staff ID.
Yeah. Told that problem. And we had to move heaven and earth up and down, pull every string we needed to, because they were already in the classroom, they were teaching, and we needed them to. Until we couldn't have let them go. Some of them were threatening to leave.
And when you staff ID, so I
yes.
Okay.
Some of them were even threatening to boycott school, leave the classroom. In fact, like I said, new administration of the Ghana Education Service, we have never gotten a space to even rest more. That was the initial problem. And unfortunately, at the time, they had taught for about 4 to 5 months already. Already the aggression was there, the anger was there. And so we had to step in quickly, data, took them through the process, started knocking on the doors of finance ministry, education ministry. We work under the education ministry, and if any concern, we take it to the Ministry of Education. Then we had to do it last month in a clearance and a buy. And in fact, for this month, all of them, in fact, all those are, like I say, almost processes they go through, almost validation, in fact, all of them have been put on the payroll. We notice those concerns are no longer there. Like I say, this month, normal salary, like I say, afiana roughly, and I conclude with the
salary,
yes,
the previous months,
yes,
yes.
In fact, just recently, somebody reported to me, say, for this month and this month, the Ankwane, so we are looking forward to say in the subsequent months, the various areas, but
accumulating.
Yes, but when I found out, my inquiry has revealed that all arrears will be paid to them.
Okay.
All arrears in the just because this month, only this month they they won't be paid. All of them will be paid. And also to assure them, say, all those are, the whole plan was November and December, because December normally I have financial clearance expire for the year. Until we make sure say this month all of them have gotten. However, nipa bakumi and of course a human system will be nipa bakumi and what they still maybe 1 or 2 into one sanka one day. Once by December, DS will also be paid and all that. Like I say, conclusively, I feel with the problem we came to meet, or the saga we came to meet, and I feel settle down with them. Yeah, but the 2023 college graduate for what the wolf year one, so we won national service around January, February of this year. Wash say their postings will be made to them. For them to, I can assure them, at least all the engagement I've had so far shows that they will be posted. I mean, it won't happen that they won't be posted. They will be. In fact, that is not.
How soon is this going to happen?
So, what we have observed is that CC, now that we have closed the curtains on what we came to meet a year 2024 for na year farm after a year closing.
Now, how
more problems, and they also and they also from the colleges, but a bit also from the universities. Into one so they were equally important to us, and we needed to really address them. And one problem near a year deeper problem was that they were already in the classrooms teaching. Much started 4 months, 5 months, 6 months and above. Into one crowd wondering, but even more pressing. Because what they work with school every day, work for transportation, eco school, with the D and all that, and what you man also, so one crowd wanting to even more pressing. Now that we have closed the curtains on them, we are coming to open that of the 2023, the curtains on the 2023, have conversations on when appropriate. First term has already begun, 2025-2026 academic year. First year has already begun. Next month, ya kromo makwai. Na 2023 for in fact yesterday they presented a petition to us. My member petition for them to know, say, one thing I have personally liked about this new administration is that our concern we listen to you, we take it, and we sit on it. And yeah, I remember one of the at the time the problem we came to meet, and one of the teachers who came picketing one idea demonstration the day and all that. When everything started, it was like, hey, he thought I would take note of him and then victimize him because in the past, that had been the posture of the Ghana Education Service. You so be a casa more or a strong advocacy na we single them out. We intentionally single them out and punish them. Teacher Kojo's case is one
can refer to.
Yes, BBI, and he was like, hey, he thought that I would take note of his face and his name, and then I said, no. I mean, genuinely, you are worried, you are concerned, and you are expressing your concern.
You are saying the truth.
You are saying the truth. Why would anybody want to victimize you? What do you need? The Mecca say, now we are done.
Very well. These unemployed teachers.
Yes.
What's the time frame by next year? Postings,
of course, yes, okay,
very well.
Yes,
per the Ghana Education Service statistics, how many unemployed teachers do we have in the system right now?
Okay, so let me give the spaces we have here teachers to fill. We have about 78,000 spaces. Nepa pay here 78,000 teachers to employ. But one thing I have noticed about this government is sincerity.
Okay.
Atoforsen made it known, say, no quality 78,000 na here. Nembo moshe ne financial space anymore. 78,000 nina say yabe form next year it may not be possible.
Okay.
Say yabe for 78,000 at a go.
Okay.
However, colleges for no fee the various training colleges or more graduation or more school their number hovers around 13 to 14,000 and for them conveniently I know discussions are underway. They will be employed next year. In fact, I always say it will be this academic year, only that this academic year ends next year. So this academic year we have started with the first term. Me fancy December first term, and I know say this academic year
Ghana Education Service almost statistics are teachers are too quiet free of mind because almost copy greener pastures no more baby because of similar incidents. So we school about Tinefie more statistics Ghana Education Service.
In fact, let me say that we have general data on people who leave or who have left. In other words, one more free because of a pension, maybe a work or retirement. One more free because they are no more. One more, but say what data say we to no those specifications not yet. But as to the general number of people who are no longer in the space in their years, and I'll confirm the number. I'll cross check with my figures and then confirm.
Very well. And she said, yes, more year go said these delays. Our teachers posting mono it will be chakra.
Yes. So the plan is that. So this is not for the 2023 batch because for them we know they will be recruited this academic year. So this is not for them. May can long term. Say in Sheben or say as and when teachers leave colleges or universities, they will be taken into the system.
Sure.
All the new school blocks I have mentioned to you, they will need teachers. Into one of the ways, apart from one more mark or retirement, one more here replacement. One of the new strategies is to make sure the schools we are building, the new schools that we are building already. I've read to you 200 new JHS, 200 new kindergarten, 200 this, and all those numbers. We will need teachers. So when we expand, obviously we will be taking them in, and this for the long term plan. Yes,
that's fine. Assurance BFA, the Ministry of Education, your friend is saying GS so says our postings here more training, of course, on better much na ebre no so bia no a motimia post these teachers.
In fact, one of the things we are enjoying as Ghana Education Service is the absolute support of the minister.
Okay.
Absolute support of the minister. I mean, to the point that sometimes in Ukraine, a normal book and shut down the ministry in the plan. But yeah, as Ghana Education Service, na be to Tuyana Yeshana Yun, so I doing Yenya Bebuanya, yeah, the ministry up, then he agrees, he understands, and then he gives us every support that's needed. So yes, we have all those support systems, support mechanism from the minister. In fact, normally Kurano answer and overtake some of the very strong decisions. He engages GES. GES, you are the people on the field. Teachers and one same students and one same parents. What do you think we should do? What do you think must be done? How should we address this quickly and all that? That collaboration, from where I sit, I see a very strong collaboration. Okay. I see a very strong unity in purpose. When we are moving towards the same direction.
That's so, yes. Fair enough. Yeah, the common Minister ka say basic schools no you see a mother tongue enfenchire mofra na de da ben na GES mu be implement sa mother tongue asem ya minister ka say yen ka enfenchire mofra na de o basic schools.
All right, so let me start from the logic behind the mother tongue situation.
Okay.
The belief is that say which rakwala in a language they understand. This is supported by a lot of research studies.
Okay.
So that's number one. Number two, and so yes, yes, many of the advanced countries, developed countries in the past, we realize they are very big on their indigenous languages.
Yeah.
Oko America, they use English language.
Sure.
Oko UK, English language. Oko Germany,
Dutch.
Yes. Oko Italy. Oko Singapore. Oko Finland. Oko any of these developed countries, you realize that they are so big on their indigenous languages. So at least, apart from research has shown, say, in the language they understand that what's the adjacent terminal, the advanced countries are also a model for us to look up to them. Say, hey, if they are advanced countries and almost all of them are using their indigenous languages, then it is a model we can learn from, or it's a model we can tap from. And so, based on these two backgrounds, it becomes ideal that in Kolano, especially foundational level. So this doesn't apply to all levels. Okay. It is the foundational level.
Okay.
Make us early grade KG copy class 3.
Oh, okay.
We are churching in our classroom and be possible use the indigenous language that in Kolano. Yes. So that Nkwalano
okay.
So that Nkwalano will understand as Adiana watching very well.
Okay.
And that is the whole logic. So ensure that anything technical just to help or support our children to understand in your our classroom. And so that's the first one. However, I was say in Shisheka Krabin so egwa kwemu. And in Shisheka say Ghana, unlike many other countries, Ghana is very highly heterogeneous linguistically. Make us say, Yamo Yakasano, and different bebre. Though this is not dominant, it happens. Say, we call classroom, not classroom back on. I call a bit more ever, a bit more gan, a bit more fancy. Different language backgrounds, but they are in the same classroom. Sure. What language do you adopt to suit all of them? Because we know nekasaya gan not yase, we so nekasaya fancy, and not yase, we so nekasaya tree, and not yase. As a teacher, every crowd teacher, so okagwa now crowd post woman or child. So in that case, what happens? This is where the experts are now sitting down to look at such peculiar cases, what must be adopted or what must be used to ensure, say, Nkwalano will understand what you are teaching. So for those nuances, we are still looking at how to make it more easily accessible. I mean, in terms of the language, for Nkwalano to understand what the teachers are teaching. But for a lot of the communities, our language, a lot of the most part of Central region, most part of Volta region, most part of even Greater Accra, many of them speak the same language. When you go to the classroom, many of them speak the same language, and so it's easy for you to use the same local language to teach them. Okay. But peculiar cases where different language backgrounds are in the classroom and all that, that's where there are discussions on how best it should be done.
Very well. Daniel, I know pay yedi enkomo no besia. Yeda se pa so say wo de wo bre beta adwumadi echi na enchiremu esene faculty for ne ahwefo nyina so etime enya mfa so de afri mu. Yeda se pa.
Yo, me aso me da se bebre.
Okay, yo. Obisia Daniel Fanyi PRO e ma Ghana Education Service. Budget by teachers are wo mate atua se ye mfa wo madwumam minister nsemo abeka an ya rapid nyina kama. Ne yede mu nchiremu esene ne fata dia ba somo Dwaboase jumedi so live on power 97.9 FM na fe TV XYZ ye to jumedi no so na fe nsemo aka ne dia ba dom na but before that ye be call Little George ho na fe yakwakotie Little George nsemo awowo na no pe ma me fe nchia mfe nkoma ye chemical o wache masuom one o grandma no pe o so magidwa a mo hwe jumedi mi chia pa chemical na no fori ache masuom Yankopon Shamo na onye mokase busianti ye kwa Little George ho aba wo mo nsem a wo mo wo a wo mo de ba beso mo man Ghana nyina bo mo de natie na hwebi na afi wo de ewo mu no fa na afi ye mo yan dane ye homra ye hwe mo mra na afi ye nto adwumadi no
Pacho say o hwe me ana say utie me bia hwe me wo XYZ ana say utie me e wo Power FM a me pacho wada roma say usan ye ho say o kope food supplement papa anase enuru papa minim baabi a okọ efiri sɛ onyankopɔn adom ne nadawroma adwuma pade Little George Health Shop asoeye ɛna ɛwɔ sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a obenya apomuden sɛdeɛ ɛbɛyɛ a wapomuden bɛsipi na asita ɛno nti ɛna da bia yɛba afidikasie so na yɛne wabɛkasa ne yɛabɔ ho dawuro ɛde akyerɛw sɛ ɛntena ase ɛma sɛ bɛyadeɛ ɛndokoro ɛntena ase ɛma yadeɛ entwimfa wo so ansana wape ye chira kwan eno nti me bape na me de ye number no e de atudwa e de ama se de be ya obetimi afre yen na oni edi nkomo ye number ye 0243 140213 0243 140213 me boni say ye na e kire se Little George Health Shop physicians papa pharmacist papa womo omuti nrase na omunim nia ekoso onipaduam ene nia ye de kano a ebetumi aboa ama apomuden aba no omatena asia omo peke ukọ no nti entwen kra miguso ameka say ya na wo frɛ miguso ameka say ya na wo frɛ apomuden pa de onyankopon adom wafa Little George Health Shop so ama enipa bebre enya apomuden ama ene no se omuhia Little George anasa omote Little George Health Shop edinya na adane enyomto ene ahurusie pacho ebia wutie me na wunya nyareye wo ene Little George se meni woni nkomo se entwen ema yade no emmansa ebra kwa mixture ene kwa plus mixture ebaye Little George asoye ena yeso mu edi hu dwuma se de ebe ya Ghana for enyare entwem ayare ne mebo na emfa pain no mu ansana wahya ase se o so ano enu nti ne ewo food supplement apapa a efi abruchire ene oman yi mu a wudidi no na ode ka ho yenuane no ayedi no eya na sabiota frache fertilizers ahodo ene nura ye de petepete nduane no so ahodo no nti wo de wadwen ye wo se udi protein enso na bibi fufro ekomu wadwen ye wo se de wo vaide enka vitamins but eya na enema fufro bi ena erewro mu enu nti ena ye de food supplement apapa a eboa ema moja edi afrusane ewo mu eboa ema onipadua no akwa no nyina ye adwuma eboa ma enkwamwo a ewo onipadua mu no womunya anwoden na omne yade bi a eba onipadua mu no omne na diesie edo nti obi ewo ho a otimi ka esi ne bo se medie emfie se ni menkwa yaresa biada medie emfie se ni menkwa yaresa biada eya sa kasa no ne Little George se yanka nche no se enye nya enye ne se ezese ukọ na ukọ check up se bibi koso wo nipadua mu ana na ukọ check se de edin na ekoso wo nipadua mu na wo se bibia da yie ewo nipadua mu cholesterol level, sugar level, umoja no esu ewo nipadua mu, srade ewo nipadua mu no, sen na akwa no nyina eye adwuma fa. Se ukọ eko check na eye adwuma sa na che se wo ne Little George ewo nkutahode no free say your food supplement apapa se udidi na se nom sa food supplement no a eboa ema wa hoden esipi esita obi aniwa one Little George edin kutaho na ene oresorto anase odi energy drinks bebre echi free say cafe no ebre wase na esay o immune system no ema yade etimi edokro frey ewo 0243 14 0213 0243 140213 ye kase pharmaceutical company bia ni omaimu a onim Little George asuyeye odie utie ye se pharmaceutical company bi eba fidi kase so se eye pa FM anase TV SYZ na obodaru na ochire ba bia obenya ni nru no a ya hwe se Little George din ebepam ana na so ba bia omobobo nyina no eye Little George pe ene wa kokudura ye ba bonten ebeka che se bra na woni emedi nsawoso na sabi otafrache nante a onante kakra bia na wani su brew ene utimi home tue madam fo sofo bi wose sofo mi preach a afi mi akasam ti se me kasa 5 minutes pe na mabre esa na sofo hu na sorry ma no adwene nyina ye omo se sofo gina puppet so no anhwa na wamini ahwe se de home ne kra kire se eniema enkoye enu nti oni Little George Health Shop eni nkutaho enuro apapa Food and Drug Authority agiatum epe ena yedema food supplement apapa ni fi abruchire ene omaimu natural and organic medicines, natural and organic supplements apapa ene yedema enu nti ye kan say the CP say ebia na utie yen na say oye obi a ode food supplement papa if you bruche ba anase omaimu a Food and Drug Authority egitum na se unim ya hwe ya na watu anamo na oni ye de ahia because ye beje na ye de ama wom a esese omonsa eka ye wotema community 5 PV obin runabout no so ofro te se de okọ basri ana presby asori dan ho na eho ena Little George Health Shop ewo adwuma panti ye bie yataban mu kese pa ye hyase na yaketo bi nanso enam ayaresa apomuden omo ananka omo kadam a ene omo pie omo na omo bubuo a ene omo sorry omo na omo nisu eyom wisi a ene omo hunade yie food supplement papa omo ananka yade chichire womo ede omo to dem a nyame nam Little George Health Shop so abwa womo ene se uboye dia na omo todwum onso ubetimi aye bisa 0243 14 0213 0243 140213 yesro enya hwe ne yeje wo ho se owo temane ne mpotemu anase uni temane ne mpotemu ba bibia owo ma afa na bia wo de wutie me no wo de ne se ofre Little George na wo ne no edin kuta ho ofre Little George na waka chen say Uncle George miti ene pai me Uncle George ya na mensa essence Uncle George me nantia asa de edi fufuo atetare me nan ase Uncle George me adwuma kakra bi a na mabre pacho fein ne eni uni nkuta ho na ye nkyere wo ne ewuhia ne nea ode beka ho a ebeboa wo ama wapomden asipi asita 0243 14 0213 0243 14 0213 say ya me no wo ka say Little George any a pharmacist a wodo atena se pese oboa pacho ba bia obi don't worry kwaya be fa so na ewuhia no ebeba wo nchen no ye behwe ama onsa aka but ba bia ye wo anasa ya hweye broni fe no ye location ankasa de e wo tema community 5 PV being run about no so ofro se o kosro ho baby a presby asori no wono ubonsa Little George e wo nsa benkum so fefefe kese ye biem kese ye nye health shop ketwa ena se o free presby fo no so na oba baby a PV being run about no wona ye wo nsa nifa nso ɛno nso kɛseɛ paa ɛno nso utu anamo a yɛbɛtumi aboa ama apɔmuden asipie sita apɛsɛ ɔsɛ adidi kwan ɛnwa adenti na wukura mobile phone na obi ho a obetumi aboa ama wanya apɔmuden obi ho obetumi aboa ama sɛbe onyare enko hospitals da bia yemu bi ho a ya te sɛ ka dada no o solve problem we are na we aba o solve we are na we aba because immune system no aye weak we hear supplements papa we hear enu papa na we hear obi a obetimi a kire on ye wo be kambo ma ebeboa sa self medication no da bia ye kasetia oh kwasi yade ye no we no ore kwasi yade ye no we no onom ye na won so wafa bi na how enu nti ye wa pharmacist papa wo mo a wo ye well trained na omnimude ewo ayare yare ene ayarehwe ho se ommoa wo wodia ne se oniye kasa untua consultation fee yan usika bia oniye nkasa yan chel de wohia se obeba Little George Health Shop asuye ana se ba bia owo no kwan bia be fa so a wonsa beka wo niema no ye behwe na ye de abrel freyen ewo 0243 140213 Empani se ekwan no ewasen a ewie ewa boboa no oni yen kasa ewo 0243 140213 0243 140213 yade bia a eha no oni eni nkomo
Going to the library. Going to the library.
Okay.
I'm going for my graduation. Go well.
Education changes stories, and being part of these stories is the real passion for us. MTN.
Yefema na kwa me taxi driver na enkane na misisi eso misisi ama kame na to na twetwe binya 3p garlic misa no aboa me pa
adro asa miracle bi wadro no chese mafu no kra se die sia twini anka se me humi esisi so se me humi ana esisi o beka se die bibi hye me so bi no na ye normal ni ti ni bi pi na ti no ti pa me sa 3 days ni na adro na anka se de nyankopon de ayi bi ahodi che ma ye bi anya sam ketwa ana se we de me flower card so na me fa hye me nkwa no
me de abe fa 3 years ni ana ase me gina wa me na mu sisinya hye me kwa me de ameko bi amu so much me dru da ba 6 years ni o tema di am ye ma di se ne me jaina saya na nku me preko ene 4 days ana me koto 3 guys me stand di tema me kase yanku pe no yam se ende ya me no kase me wa to me a me din wa me ntiase
3p garlic mixture ubenya bi wo mamu pharmaceutical shops and herbal shops Fred Piwak e 02489288824 and 020100002
One tell one now, one blow. One see one now, one control. Bermuda Games of 2025 reloaded. This time around, let's get gala competition. Yes, bro. The teams are well represented. Team XYZ. X Natural Mineral Water. Work Natural Health. Medimosis Clinic and Prostrate Center. Mirasi. Bermuda Games of 2025. One pay your body. Maybe say with the Team XYZ and a war for trophy. Nana. He work X Natural Mineral Water. Another Medimosis Clinic and Prostrate Center. Center. Kaida Bermuda Games 2025 Reloaded. Obakodo on the 5th of December 2025. Nature Farmers Day. Damadani ya forfeit the holiday. Venue near Mac Downtown Park. Wajokers Nechiwa Labadi. Time near 10 a.m. Pepe. Best your favorite presenters and players. I will show football skill. Mugabe Masi. Yes, Jimmy near power near. Ahinbabwa ma Benny. Okumangra. Mankasaso ki Nicholas Metsiabo Nedu. Onye Ekuku Damana Nebongo wa Galeas. Bermuda Games 2025 Reloaded. Obeye ho la la.
Welcome to Auto Check Vehicle Diagnostic and Licensing Center.
I hear my car can be checked here without going to Accra.
Sure.
Emission, check.
Alignment, check.
Brakes, check.
Visit Auto Checks at Koforodia Aquadrum Road for the roadworthiness of your vehicle, from saloon cars to heavy-duty industrial vehicles. Madam, your car is now ready for the road.
Thank you so much. Auto Checks, check.
Auto Checks, your safety, our priority.
Check, Auto Checks.
FM.
I was saying, I'm at about live on Power 97.9 FM and on TVSYZ. Dwaboase Jumedian and Opay, Yegusa, yes, so Mukama.
Power.
If you sabi and confirm 10 a.m. bebo, you go so yes more kwampaso and chebiana fee. Honorable Eric Affo, the member of Parliament for the people of Amenfi West, or Babetinase, or bro, minor Tenase, will Dwaboase Jumedi, so nothing, Komobia Kekano. Yadini and Jim waiting about Bessono. Sabri, my own crying. Now, for me, come for Medimosis for Mount Medimosis for son of Perman Cantrell. I say, but Modian na fe will live an obon buying. If he says, will live us say, Wabra Bona say, you know. A Diana, you didn't say, and if you bra ye didn't want, boy, it be the late pa. You did we answer young to answer Homimpo, I'm a Diana digested neada. A banner sanwa, who for so live an omen near Juma Manebroso. Tibra was saying, Kawatana say, no, yen a Juma no man, what that live an year Juma Manebroso. I dear be answer ye Juma Broso pena bre. Now, fear in summer hodo ebre a year will live on. Be the late night by 11 p.m. Or these snacks kakra, what did we are no other? If I try to me, boy, to Medimosis, sir, men can't tell. So will you be at what I say, media? Now we hear a drew. I bet me a boy, SCC will live on a bribia de ama war. And into Medimosis said they left Katie Diabano. Was it a 100% natural herbal supplement? What much should I? And no boy, na Kenya will live on a hoddy womb. Na bribia, Unipediano, etimia fresh. Na near maybe a ensign fatano, etimia if you nipediamo. enti sɛ wobɛnom 2 capsules anɔpa no wanom 2 capsules anwummere wɔbrɛ wo nsa ka lift kid ni bi no ɛbɛboa na asiesie wo liver no de ama wo yie paa na yi nneɛma ɛho hia ne nsɛm fata nyinaa de afiri mu improve your digestion system no ti wodidi wie ya gaga te sɛ gɔgye na ayam no sɛ bɛyɛ na aduane a wadi no nso bɛtumi anya mfasoɔ wɔ nipadua no mu abere bi almost I feel fresh and energized every blessed day. But more than now on Sentiment can live kid Moses a clinic and herbal center for the abbey. Now for Embo live at home by FM herbal shops in pharmacy na ubetimi and be woman name open the door to her. But more than fresh number we name the Moses for angel so 0244 068 447 0244 068 447. Now for on Sentiment can live kid Embo live at home by Eddie Amawa. Abidjan Bermuda Games 2025 and a bread so on Yankopon Yadma on the 5th of December a holiday for Farmers Day and the Bermuda Games as so the amount Magdan Park I know all about it 10 a.m. pepe near the Ashesha so come Bermuda Games a team XYZ Afe X Natural Mineral Water Piwak Natural Health and the Moses Clinic and this Agala Yisha so na team SYZ the captain here mia N.K Obrempong ana me gina number 9 position a just bo bia bana me 9 cap e go ana no medical kana me say me bobo 4 years and nam skills ekuta me nti aya me pese me yi ni bebre na Raf etimi asua na Raf afa me skills there bi yen coach team SYZ yen coach coach Peter Cranton a wabɔ no homodin yie pa akɔ team sakase nyina coach enti cap ne de a host and win team SYZ e beji ade wobra coach Peter Cranton papa one said that edi anim ne yakoboboy enti Farmers Day bomode na bra be show favorite presenters Mugabe Masse the capacity man afa PSO kra mi ankasa NK Obrempong ohini babu amabanie Mr. Emmanuel Owusu producer papa one so ginemu a just wo biare ne skills etodwa Raf de bia obetina bench bia ye yimia na Raf ba wose me pon ye beko eti abusi abra na behwe ki Nicholas wo mu nyina wo mu ginam anyame yadmo on the 5th of December Bermuda Games 2025 reloaded ye de ba ne ye aba be sumo Teddy Maule ono a producer already SYZ ono so ye behwe se selection betimi aka no a eti bomode na 5th December to wani kire Magdan Park wala badi brane ni sa dwumadi emfembom na bibia ntimi ye kama Papa Mazi so beche but there be you keeper ho eti ye ma Papa Mazi nchi wo games no so awusia kulunga na limit se men kan cho se o the Araba Bazen Pills de aba sadwe ya baba be boa ye nua ma na ye nua ye maame no mo na fe wo bra o makwa fichire no ayawo ene ohaw bi o mukom na timi afri ho enti wo your ba a wo kwa fichire a wonya painful cramps during menstruation afa take that offensive menses heavy bleeding sexual frigidity why the din say who kunu din saka okra wonya tenka bia me ba cho Araba Bazen Pills akunlunga na limited ya ba na beboa wo afa sexual weakness in women infertility in women due to maladjusted incretion irregular flow absence of menstrual flow poor blood circulation and all menstrual related problems the batch of modern now on sentiment Araba Bazen Pills akunlunga na limited dia ba ne bi ubenya bi ewe Jukad Pharmacy Kaso Atigo Office Pharmatras Pharmacy Kaso Unicorn Chemist Malam Junction Afe Osons Chemicals Adabraka Epus Pharmacy Shaman and pharmacy shops bia ewo kanshi me fache ubetimi anya Araba Bazen Pills ne bi name mo open the door to a bomodin na hwehwe Kunlunga na limited for chira kwan ewo East Legon na Champion Junction for numbers in no monjo so no ma obi nton 0244 139 176 0244 139 176 and 0204 139 176 0204 139 176 and 0274 139 176. I was thinking about my man. Yes, now watching you the research team now about modern on the fair. I'm aware ye shortlisted best 20 performing CEOs. And what this first year under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, any NDC aben into the shortlisted 20 CEOs and a wahi Yankopon yard mochna research team ni so omodo omajuma nyina ebewiye efa CEOs ni MDC a ye de omato the various state owned institutions ano so omonkono omonkoma manage wo mo omobom ho omobom ho modern pa no nyame yard mo out of this 20 the research team at the 10 beba ne ya present na fe ye hunu the first year of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Abenyi CEOs are any MDs or my born more than Yami Admochna. You made ye the CEOs now one born more than Bebra. It's ye bobo short letters no to 20 no ha. Ya babu bonina so na fe Yami Admochna 10 no so research team ne the bar ya brobro so. Ya shall see ya Mr. Alex Kwekwasa for J. A Registrar General the Ma Ghana Scholarship Secretariat. Julius Nikwe Kote. Chief Executive Officer Ghana Drivers License and Licensing Authority, Driver and Vehicle License Authority, DVLA. Julius Nikwe Kwati and the Afe Dr. Sajida Shiraz, CEO the Ma Students Loan Trust Fund. Twaso Nana Kwesi Buate Esquire, one Chief Executive Officer the Ma Ghana Publishing Company. Afe Isaac Andrews Stand Up. Chief Executive Officer the Minerals Commission one also Ewahabi Afe Edward Atosapon Managing Director the Agricultural Development Bank one also Wahabi Engineer Frank Asari Pedro Esquire Chief Executive Officer the Responsible Cooperative Mining and Skills Development Program one also Ewahabi Afe Sami Jemfi Esquire Chief Executive Officer the Gold Board one also the Hapa Rita Straha CEO the Ghana Post one also waha Afe George Abredu Otu Chief Executive Officer the Ghana's National Football Fast Stock Company. Erika J CEO the National Entrepreneurship and Innovation Program NIP one also the Kwame Into Amoa Chief Executive Officer at the Ghana National Petroleum Corporation GNPC one also the Afe Edmond Combat Chief Executive Officer the Matema Oil Refinery Tour. Godwin Eduji Tamaklo, Chief Executive Officer the National Petroleum Authority. And also the Dr. Frederick Apo, CEO at the Railways Development. Afe Brigadier General Paul Seidu Tanya Kulono, CEO the Ports and Harbour. One also Ewaha. Afe Dr. Hannah Louisa Bisi Ukote, Administrator the Minerals Development Fund. One also the Judith Ajoba Blay, Chief Executive Officer the Ghana National Gas. Afe Dr. Mary Ewusi, Chief Executive Officer at the Ghana Free Zones Authority. Last one on the list, Dr. Ransford Anate Abe, ono CEO at the Cocoa Board. It is CEOC and MDC and a Yankropon ya domwa watching a day research team no soneso edit the best 10 performing CEOs at the Ababetuja na Ghana nyina penifo nyina wo bibiare hu say ampa dwumadies ronko His Excellency John Dramani Mahama Ghana Mampani edit share CEOs any MDC say they are up to the task, they are upping their game, and they are making sure that institution be more done or no, they are generating the needed revenue. Any Jumedi be on Betimedi, Ediabua or Mine Ghana. We say I told Jumedi so our Power 97.9 FM live on TVSYZ, live on Facebook at Power 979 FM and TVSYZ. Oko YouTuber, XYZ broadcasting. Na fe what me the adwane Dwaboase dwumadie ye beje bre ne akenkan messages nyina so e de ama ofisi ene wona edi dwumadie e de abom midin de N.K Obrempong dwumadie me na medi ho chia me sabe yenko Spanish for wo makache wo so wo nsempa a eboa ye nipadua ebo ya pomuden wo ma ready aye kra de so mo de beso me yen hwe mo mra ne ento dwumadie ne so
ye dry ye ne friend Spanish SPARNIS edro ne yeden haba mu nupa ene ne ma pa ewo mu ena ye na nyame adom obie ne bani ama bode nya nsapefo so atan nachi ama ehu se nnuaba ene atosode ne bebre wo ho no mo aye sai no ansa na akoye mu ebi wo ho ni kwa se kaja enkaja sa ode kaja ne de no na abetie ne mu ahoden wapa na saa kwan no so ne yafa enu nti ne Spanish garlic mixture no ye ka chewo se enyoma ye de ye no garlic mu ahoden ne ye twen yo ye ne cold press ne ye de atwe garlic na ahoden a nipadua ne hia enu nti se ko mu a ekọ moja ni mu straight se de Yakopon ye no na pepepe ye duro na hu ni saa no enioma mako 13 saponi 17 na nkatwade ewo ene garlic no ena ye ka fra na ye de niam papa bi aka ho a ye de aye odofo oba no obema no agese opemfo duoma bofra no fo ene obi a oni mfinhye adumienu na ye ne ya ka de obi a ho toso aduru a metimi aka sinipi aka chaw se uyo oba yo obema se onye aduru no bi na no mo a ebeboa pa yenti ameka so oba ne obema obi onum bibia no eboa no ni onse nipa bia moja wo mu a wudidi a wonom enempo de enuane ne yenuo ne niam ekọ emu aseyi ebekọ umoja mu anase eyam na se bibia wi a ahode ne bekọ wakọ anim akọye adwuma ebefa wuntini mu anase moja ne kwan mu na akọ na se ebasa na se wuntini no anase moja no ahoden wo fom a ema moja ne ntimi nante se de ope enna nipadua no so wo akwa bi ono so na adwuma ne se obe make sure se emoja ne edi na furu sane sede sese edi no eti abasa me madwuma ne se se me pompi moja be me pompi moja no so kwan no a moja ne famu no emu asi enti se abasa na eha akwa na ono na adwuma ne so obe pompi moja no eno ne wakoma eno nti ena mekamfo aduro ya na maka to so a kire se obebi a wono me aduro ibi no na koma very healthy oboa wakoma ewo na adwuma yem akoma ne mre bebre enti se wutie me na opesa wo boa wakoma ewo na adwuma yemu a koto Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture me no na mame kan che obie eya ye de number ma say obi a ya mo ne yare so ana say obi a ebia na condition bi ete se obi owo anum nka ana so obi odware an ho keka no enu nti na wo tode a obefre doctor. Other than that, other conditions ana say ebi mpo no a wo de bo ho ban yare bia my bato pese obo ho ban eno de nhia se obefre doctor na be test no ansa oto aduro na wanom sabi medical aka say de esese Yakopon ye honhom bi ode bia ni banani de aka ye aduro a wo benom aka oni paduam enti nhia mpa bo nhia kwankere eno ane se woto a na wanom no se de akere woto an ho no ana se odutronfo no be ka akere wo no natie your friend Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture edino sede na so nye se aduro nsuo no ne topa yeni dabi ebia wo na dwuma soronko a eye wo nipaduanim enti me kanfo ma wo say so obeboa wakoma ama wakoma timi aboyie so obeboa ma wakwa wo nipaduam anya moja esane fata koto Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture me kan say na me kire say obete say yesu obi akoma o wanya problem bi adan a yesi pressure akoma no kofa ahoden fufuro bi ansa na obetimi apompi moja fa nipaduam eto de bi aya na sade bon ye friend say bad cholesterol esi emoja ne kwanum adoso enti ama ekwan no e wose emoja ne fam na ye hia ayeketua bi enti esanse ekwan no muswa na emoja dodo a be half glass blood I wose efa nipadua no mani botete kakra bi na ekosan ba akomomu no omunyina e preso ombe wura kwan no mu enti ema emoja ne dodo no ntumi nkọ na afa akoma na ebre ena obi nso ho a esan yare ne conditions bi nti no na ma emoja no mu ayedu na yedro no ewo natural blood thinners yesi ankatwade wom ewo wom ena yesa so ewo garlic ewom enema amabobo di nyina so ewo natural blood thinners a eboa se de ebe ya emoja no emu betimi ada ho enu nti na make sure say se wutie me na pese oboa wakoma ewo na adwuma yemu a koto Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture esa natural blood thinners na ewom nti no se wono a eboa said ye beya emoja no mu beya ha na ebetimi anantentem na se natural blood thinners no so do so woni pedua no mu a eno so kro no asan aboa said ye beya ebia na me kasai wakoma no anase emoja no a ebo no kwan no mu asisa de boni bia da kwan no mu na anane no na afri ni pedua nim eno ne ye kan na obi abisa se na se sade boni asi ewo mi ni pedua mu na se nane ahe na ebekọ and Yakopon nya saso no me say our system is very complex bibia ehun wasasi so no ebi wɔ nipaduam waye a system ne sɛ eyi no saa na mogya no wɔ na hoɔden a wɔde bɛfa o system nim akɔdu wo saa na sɛ o kidney nim na kidney na sɔne na ɔde ama beebi a wo dwonso beebi a wo mfifire fa anasa baby a wagya knife na ba abonten so it will excrete by itself ebefa ida wiwi anasa opupu anasa o sweat na ba abonten so so wo receptors na nyintimi nya nadwuma yi a de mekan entimi take place emma saa wakwa na nadwuma ne se obeye adwuma na ma no watimi aye nadwuma no pepepe enu nti na mekanfo ama oba bia obema bia Spanish garlic capsules ne Spanish garlic mixture ni mienu no kambom nenom na ebeboa ama wapomuden atimi agira ne naso yi odofo meka sei ebia na wutie me onsuso bebia wo no wo percent wobetu aduro no bia ton ye number na eda screen so no wobetimi afa na one doctor akasa o send no audio se bia me wo brono we so mahu sam aduro no bi ni ha ana drugstore se wo ha no wo mu ni bi entimi me pese me ginam na me ton mo aduro ni bi doctor no be kasa ye nhyehyede na watimi aton ye aduro ni bi ana so ye drugstores ni bi na mom bi kura bebi akofa no ekwan wa wobetimi ne yakasa doctor no be yen hyehyeye na ya bra waduro no bi na kyerese wo no wagye afri yensam straight bebi awo awutie mi bia sa wo kwa akoto ye aduro ni bi na wo kono yesi oh ba kwa nda esi na sesi sister idi koyi a ye aduro ni ato ne ntantem enti anya me nwanwa sa wo be kono ya ka cho so wo totu aka 1 ana oh sisi a wanope kra na ebisi ha wo obi so akoya gine sika wi obi kwa akoyi aboko ye ba ye osibi no nti ofo so omo daada no omo pese omo disi we twa obi no kre obi da no ho ana obi so aba abeto enti abasa na emma adupapa te Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture ne kwan enye tenten ma wo kwa wanim nda koto adupapa ebeboa yedro ne friend Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture eya Habanura Food and Drugs Authority anyone ye hwe nnuane ani nnuro so wo Ghana ha ani mpo amano ne nyina agya tum se adro ni ye obi onu bibia nso so di ho adanse me pesa wo kama dance fo no ho na ye nyina ye hu se Ghana Nyankopon anche ye hwe no enhaba pa ne asase pa ye dua nnua ne nhaban ye sayare wo so a eyeye ene Nyankopon di atena so no enu nti na ebeya mekraya sa obetena Ghana ha na wama yare bi ti se emugya no ena mu ayedu watena Ghana ha amasa de bone ena asisi mugya no kwan watena Ghana ha afi ko keteso a wuntumi na abra Spanish garlic capsules ne Spanish garlic mixture duro no ho misrawo wakwa na ntimi anya adwuma se so ye ne damu no a obekọ keteso nyina na egusu ye adwuma nti wuntumi na kota duro no obi nso beda asori na ase abo na bedwabo kota duro no anasa wotena se kakra na anase ayedu kota aduro misrawo a yedu no so ne bo nya den na ho so nya den drugstores ene herbal center se ton bi oto na se enye problem bia ewo honom se bia wo ho keka ana wo anum nka eno de hu nya so be frɛ doctor oto ya na wo nom na meka se obi wo honom otena se ana ne nase ayedu ewo se wakwa na wo so ne mugya so no wotimi ye ne dwuma yiye na ensufin ne sade boni bi etimi yi na se emogya no mu ayedu na sa akwa no kra no wonya mogya no dodo a wohi obetimi di aye adwuma obon se basa na efie wo se efi mu no na agina ewo nipadua no mesanse entimi nyina wo soro because honom no gravity eye adwuma so e system no nti na akogina wo na ase aduro we friend Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture wo benom na ma mogya no mu aye ha wonom a ebebo ase de be ya emogya no betimi ewura baabia na atimi anante wo ne dodo mu akwa animu na atimi asone mogya no so na yi emu fi sadebo ni nyina apia bonten so ebi beba sa wagya na ebi beba sa wo jonso ebi beba sa wo fifiri na ma system na ye free enu nti na me de bia me ka kire woni ameni omudi ehia se wo ho no mo a bia free bi detoxification enya se obekọ na yede wo na asisi nso bi mu ana se ebe obi bia e wo sa wo no meduru a eno no ano naturally be ma wo system na get rid of efi bi ewo wo mu pacho wutie me Nyankopon boy ye na maka kire se complex machine why your system ne say eno atimi get rid of efi unwanted and as excess anything in the system eno no na ebefa wo brebu onim sa nimu efa sa nimu a na asone so na ede ama wagya na wodwonso na afi na waye kama enti se wo sa akwa anu ntimi nya adwuma emogya na mu ayedu ntimi nanti ya ema ohaw bebre ene da ne ho de ne na ye frɛ ne yare no ebi ne say bo se o hwa na ma na wadi so biriw wo na ma se ohunu nsroma e ho ase bibi ajiwzim e ho no mo ase wiase no emu abright foforo e ho ase wo sinima na yadum light ya so ne foforo e ho ase de afi no wada sorry ase bibi ayo clear foforo odofo koto aduro no ye friend Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture so tani one ye yare edi nkomo one ye nya stroke di nkomo a symptoms e bebo bo akiro ne bi na mabo akiro no so yi nipa 100 ya o manya stroke anya hwe emu be se 80 nya asa symptoms no yare bia wo symptoms be ye du a o yare for ba ko bia ni obenya du ni nyina yes obi timinya ba o yare for ba ko bi obenya mu ba ko pe na kana to ho obenya mienu obenya mien so obetimi enya 9 num ana so obi kwa betimi be se mu 90 ansa na kana to ho enti one of the symptoms are amofo kapa eye anisubire o ho a ase de bibia ginezim odofo hu saa koto Spanish garlic capsules na Spanish garlic mixture du ne fabo ho ban afi obi nso ho no mo a oyo ba obu ne nsa intimi maye na eba nso a ebeba tum saa bia last day no ene obehunu ani no eye kokko kakra enso kra na akwa akwete se brown bi odofo koto adunum enye ne nyina na infection saade na eba no pampan wom ana waya ase ya wo ya ana bia wasekeka wo a eye infection bado de no pampan bi anim wasenkeka wo ehonti nsuo enye na emuja no a na nkasa se ba last month no last 2 months no antumi ampie akwada ne kata no nyina antumi anwaye ampie because etwen agi moja woni duduom na anane na eti se emfifiri sanfifiri ne ba abonten so no enti na se oba bu nsa na hu clotting se wo mu a enye ni nyina na so ma yam hyehyɛ eyade ane na na enti ebu etimi wae bum na aba nti hunu a no ase wo me clotting nti na doctors tue fo se enye ni nyina na yare no na se ebasa na moja no asese eba na ewae ade no akesa kwada bedamu no mani pie no ama woni duduo mu ade ne be da wae ene no nso so awie na dwuma nti asese eba abonten so enti next month de kakra na ebe se eba no na eyi tetede no na eno na ba na moja nso firi ni kwan mu a ewo se eba abonten so na ntimi ama na aye black emoja oxygen can no na ebeye tuntum enu nti na mitufo say kotodronom dumedu ebeboawo na ebeyi sa wo ha no afi honom ama ho ato ye frɛ adunu Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture o kabom na anom a ebema moja na de afurisa ne yie ebeyi ntini ni mu enti wobosome no beso no ade bia a wose epia bontin firi awudie mu no ni nyina bepie obi wo ho kwa adwuma oba bedu fi ne wabrɛ untimi kra na o mani nkomo nti nkwada ne banyi no wobaba akokra na o ma wo nkyɛn sɛ wonimu a ɛyɛ o sɛ nne de me kofi amakwada o menye wo mo wadaje wobaba akokra na obi ama wo nkyɛn saa de ne na odi show mumu no mesrɛ kɔtɔ aduonom sɛ de bɛyɛ a obrebebrebe de ya na akokun so no ana oyuo wo mmerɛ nkani kwan sɛ obrɛ saa wo yɛ mmerɛ obi kura da kɛtɛ so na ɔtwe ne mu adan a wabrɛ wonama wa ugya na kakra bi ha no woda Spanish garlic capsules and Spanish garlic mixture saa magic no ebeyi wo ha no a ekɔ so saa fatigue na firi hɔ ama ho atimi atɔ na yɛduro no bi wɔ drugstores and herbal centers wobetimi ne doctor akasa na ana me person ka be ne WhatsApp audio message na ne nakasa na watimi aboa wo ye number no yɛ 0266 11 41 11 0266 11 41 11 sa number we o frank ye ba se bi nipa akwani aba mu ntino se uja WhatsApp audio message no obetie anadwo da so mu anopa time bia na ono so ama umuaye na wabo atie timi botie na amwati bibia ase yi than call na oka bi kra na wantini na wie ya na oka simple me refuse eno WhatsApp audio no de adu ntino ya na ye pa nti 0266 11 41 11 twaya duro ni two phones so de be ya wokɔ na akɔ akoto a wuyi kyerɛ na yehunu na yetimi ayibi edi amawo ma men kan kyerɛ wo say Spanish garlic capsules o yo ba o yo be ma o no mo atie obi a wo na ase atatai e manijai obi a ohunamu nyina ya wo ya nso wo nya adwuma bia e manijai wo ho a mo ayi odududu sa wo ye nipa kase sa wo ye slim kɔtɔ aduro ni binum e be ma na firi hɔ afen nso so obi a okɔkɛtɛ so a wuntumi nakora ebe managei de nakrokora kye no so oda na kɔ hanama nani te asa ontumi na bio e managei obema esan circulation enya adwuminti ama bema mu ago ene so ebe managei so opeso hu say circulation a ansa na bema mbego no bonsa symptoms a make kan ho asa ona ase ayodu kwakata so a wuntumi hye dan na ene asa ho keka ne sa ne ma no ni nyina wo ho no mo a ma obema yokora ntimi nimu koto aduro no yefra ne Spanish garlic capsules, Spanish garlic mixture ebeboa ama apomuden aba woni paduam na afa wakwa ni nyina mu ya nyame adom ya duro ne sanse natural ntino onu maduro bi anana maduro bi so kra na utimi nom na augment aduro na hoden no na ma wahoto etimi aba drugstores ene herbal centers ni bi wo nemom se ye enka ne wo num ana adware na ho keka wo a enu de ti bi auto aduro ni wi a ene doctor ankasa send an audio message na fi won chode obeya ka ho a ebeba oha no afiri ho
garlic mister ana wati ye no wodi ewo mu abomode na fa kopedro bi nubinum na intime mboa abusia high power 97.9 FM live on TVSYZ Dwaboase jumedie ne nanopensi yabomode abodwa data nsema hodo a ekotwi ko Obrempong wo man Ghana mu ha ya yabomode de ne nkyire mu sade sene fata ede som o man na nya atena sewie honorable Eric Afo member of parliament for the people of Amenfi West Watenase wano asan ye chairman of the economy and development committee of Ghana's parliament wasan a member of ECOWAS parliament, deputy secretary of mines and energy committee of ECOWAS, chairman of the risk and compliance committee of Ghana infrastructure investment fund GIF wasan a member of lands and natural resource ministerial advisory board Nejuma esuye papa ewo mra shebedwem enche bia ne ahye ye nkomo na se nkomo ahodo a ewo ho a ye ba bebubo mu na busia sabe ma menkanfo Franco Trading Enterprise mfema bronya eba wo mo the discount bebre eba wo mo the phones papa television papa fridge papa air conditioner papa nyina edi ababa gu ye Franco Trading Enterprise CCTV cameras blender microwave adi nyina ababa gu a ebo ase sabere die uba modern about Franco Trading Enterprise and now call Google Play Store now download your app now we order baby our on beba no mo about some for Franco Trading Enterprise for our number we so now for jibre na your order 0246 422 338 0246 422 338 and now 0555 939 311 0555 939 311 and now 0302 225 651 Franco Trading Enterprise or sister na your phones papa if you mama honorable akwaba na fe anope ye nkomo ai oho ne yemfenchi so honorable akwaba
meje osumini
na oho te sen
na mi adome ho ye fa
wadwuma na doso
na mi tie be
oho den pa
ya be ni na
mra she bedwe mboko de
onyame adom
eno na mo debate 2026 budget
ene na nsa ne shase
ene na nsa na mo shase ana enura nyina ntina mo
enura nyina debate
tiene nso mbeto aso
definitely
oh okay
be ya up to ochina then na me adoma say business statement ne ba ochina na say Monday ya betina sia e be sanza to aso ochina Monday then you are concluding perhaps by Tuesday.
By Tuesday, the maybe a more debate, discussion, maybe be.
Oh, you are near one man crowd.
Okay, and because
with TV, the whole world, they are with TV, sir.
But that's it.
When the BBC na boss, we are because of some pamoton. We are saying, I mean, chair will be an chair. The President of the Republic,
okay,
John Dramani Mahama, and Yamishan and Adrian Pa, or Magana for. No wonder the youth in this country say, only a demonstration, Monasanta, so the next 4 years. Or not the other president, the prerogative. I'm German. Now, my chair party paying for resident Ketia.
Okay,
paying for you.
Nice one.
I'm in Chia and Tokuni, Timo Western Region, regional minister.
Okay.
Chairman Namiko Amenfi West, municipal chief executive. Mi bibia Bichiawa no pay.
Okay.
Miss Priscilla York. Oni Chairman Roxy, the chairman of the constituency. And I know mi chairman na Nami Aduma Sunday a town hall meeting. Ewo Asenkrugwa, Chief Palace.
Okay.
Metunsa for Ubia say Ubia Amra.
Okay.
Na the Ghana Abaya Shishe Ama Memfi West no. Infanto money.
Nice one. Teddy Mauli is so chiao. Ready as well the producer.
Mauli.
Wow,
it's a true guy.
Yeah.
It's a true guy.
Okay, honorable. You didn't come the afa 2026 budget.
Okay.
So the marshal sia modi hon komo yi. Saying na unhunu no as a member of parliament as chair unyu media within wo mrahye bedwam na 2026 budget no unhunu say.
Na me na was nim say bo ya na be kan ho ase because I had topical issue in this country.
Yeah.
And me kosu bi ma me na His Excellency John Dramani Mahama say wengu NDC animase. Your friend Adibia your friend no medium term expenditure framework oni ye buka edahwa yi budget ni na frame. So budget for 2025 oni yi free budget for 2026 yi free budget about 2027 sa framework expenditure framework no wani be year
free
na ya sanso yi 2028 budget nya end term no I made that president as say we had a manifesto, the People's Manifesto. You're launching 2024. Any idea you be Ghana for? Now we share this expenditure framework. I expanded between 4 years, forming a term. Sa provisions, I never a budget meaning a honey free.
Okay.
I am the master no honey free. It means the provisions in the People's Manifesto no and ya left near the rural abano expenditure nim. In the expenditure allocation na bone say a horna abano expendisika ede to achieve the provisions in the People's Manifesto. I hope you are following.
Me too.
What I say. So we are not going outside the People's Manifesto. Because any general suma Ghana for to abamai.
Okay.
We had a vote difference of 1.7 million people. What NDC tunchen, what MPP tunchen, then the Akano tunchen. Vote you didn't win here. 1.7 million.
Okay.
People in this country. So it means People's Manifesto no. I idea mujitumu. And you make a baby to Ghana for Kumaso. And I want to abide the mind. So your president or you're truthful, not make kind of parliament, join my debate. So very truthful, reliable. And your president be a Obeka say Messi airport amamu. Messi if any say Mayor Habo amamu. Odu oko na ibisa say wo if any say airport no here or some dey make us Messi airport amamu.
Da be na me kan.
Da be na me kan. We are crab word. So intra made that president as say Otumaya side and them Ghana for.
Okay.
It means that he's reliable.
And see 2026 budget represented the People's Manifesto.
Exactly. 2025 no. Represented People's Manifesto.
Okay.
2026 no. People's Manifesto.
Okay.
27 will go the same way. 2028 will go the same way.
Okay.
The president that was. You see, it didn't the 2026 budget statement. So no. A chireniama abano eye the American for. The kind of brofuma or say the resetting for growth, jobs, and economic transformation.
Okay.
Say a man benyini. Always kasemu. Okay. Na ya peduma ediama the teeming youth in this country. Na your economy no so no.
Na ho de engina so.
Ho de engina so. Eye edin a da budget no so a eye ade a ehyenkran. Se already budget no kra mpa wo hwe the team of the budgeter. Unsa Sadio we ade papa. I say wako school bim. Udu school my environment no kra actually say school yi. Nkwa lecturers nkwa lecture. Udu school ba the school full. Wow. And I say wako hospital. Now yari. We environment now say had about so the team net that budget no so no. Are wonderful. You see, Aban said by the close of the execution of this budget, Ejuma Beba Ghana budget
yes.
A year almost 800,000 direct and indirect jobs.
Wow.
Abano said Ochesika it's about 57 billion. That's the entire population of the
Ghana cities.
Ghana cities. And Ibinya some of parliament.
Yeah,
Ibinya some parliament. Go for the obvious matter. You know, but the car watch channel. Almost 357 billion. And all the best side Juma making.
Okay.
We share 2025. Sika try to win in 293 billion. You calculate here about 60 billion.
And about come.
Okay. What about yes, which is very good. Okay. See, Nyame Buana say to me, yes, Juma we are now on my 800,000 jobs. I think, say Ghana for Nebeso.
Okay.
And to be frank with you, so-called Controller and Accountant General's Department, Ewo Omasweya, it is telling you, say, Nipadudu are buying for more Jumampono. A new 800,000 people. It's not even 1 million. No.
The whole of Ghana.
I'm telling you.
Nipa ewa buying
public workers.
In 1 million.
1 million. And meanwhile, no, you're about 20 million people who are within the bracket of employable age.
Wow.
Are they looking for a job? So if the government is unable from Goggisberg time up to our time today, if the government is unable to employ more than 800,000 people, then you are talking about the private sector.
I was coming there. That means the private sector, no, a boapa in terms of employment and job creation,
and it is universal.
Baby,
every economy does that. Aban kwan to me and funny penny na wajumam.
Okay.
Even in the Americans economy, that's the percentage. So maybe a woman or private sector no be dia grown. Wouldn't go for
grow.
So the role of the government is to provide the necessary environment for the private sector to move into its world.
To
thrive, to create the needed. The word is needed.
Needed, okay.
The needed jobs in the country. That is the role of the private sector. That is why we are bringing the 24-hour economy. People don't understand it. So 24-hour economy, it's not a physical structure you see, say, me buy my office ni amudama betina ha aye din komo. You see John Mama. What didn't crow? It's about Bonabasis this year.
Yeah.
If you am for a 2024 manifesto no one share budget name. A Christian. You see, so the role of the government is to create the needed environment. On now, 24-hour economy,
okay.
So when they saw the 100 million allocation for 24-hour economy program, no, and 100 million for the other. This is to create a good secretariat. Good secretariat for the implementation of this economic program.
Yeah.
So about quota criteria, don't say office need 24-hour economy office need. People can go there and register whatever, do whatever the thing is telling them to do. Who call what? We won't say the same thing. So now then, who back the same thing. As a secretariat to manage the 24-hour economy, we are coming to boost the private sector. private sector now. You see, you are even shocked.
Yeah.
That the government is not employing more than 800,000 people. It is universal everywhere.
Out of 20 million people.
Employable people.
Wow. The private sector na ye hwe na se bi adwuma nko bi anya adwuma omo employ over 90 million people.
Yes. Say out here. We are adwuma.
There be menya ben.
Private sector.
Yes.
You understand my point? Private sector.
Correct.
Abem ye bi say bi awko e very say GBC dia na your public sector. But TV XYZ dia or private sector.
Correct.
You see aban no e hwe a create the needed environment. For example, in terms of infrastructure, Mamka Saving Show. When him say our GDP, Ghana Japadia, your war Ghana Henyan, it move 40% our Greater Accra.
Hey,
and the mechanism 40%.
Ghana Japadia win
the GDP of this country.
40% in a Greater Accra.
It's not well distributed. It's unfairly distributed. So abano I try say at least to me I year kwan edunsu papa abagana ha we generate electricity baby yedua ne nye aduane free no etuma year kwan ni nyina ye maduane tuma ba market centers e ma motivate farmers mo to me aduane mani bebre ikoko sector akosro na de so that the private sector will start to generate these jobs. Understand my point? Who call Samra boy? Your company be your Samatex Timber and Plywood Company Limited.
Okay.
Omona yawo FC Samatex 1996.
Okay.
Yene wo sa company na awosa club.
Okay.
Me no ka say abano it will provide the needed resources. Ya kwan ni nyina abana ya de amayen. Yesu hu asem wa ya mayen. Na say sa company no increasing employment of people la. So bio tax rebate bio ha ya hwe na ya de ama sa company no. Ama ni sika sem ayeye. Sika na ban no atie fi ne tax ne so no. Saka mi twa by 2 million and as Ghana cedis. Edema ban. Aban se mi twa 1 million.
1 million.
The difference no. Let me employ more people.
Okay.
Then aban no bet me abwama sa company no employ more people in the country. And now there's cocoa processing company in Amenfi West. Supported by 24-hour economy, private sector. Nino akobi. Obefa Ghana for Juma.
Yes.
In this offer Ghana for Juma, na say Juma akoso. Na so increase production. We increase production. E den obeye. Oh, any mama running a 3 shifts. Okay? Mama running 3 shifts. Because one shift no from let's say 8 o'clock to 2 o'clock no. And some supply. Juma na me no.
Okay.
Inti me fa one shift and can. Then me started from numere up to maybe at 10 o'clock. So ansomia because of massive production no. Me sanson call the next shift. Inti eba sa. You be funny pa bebre. That is one job, 3 shifts. One job, 3 people.
Okay.
You see, that's the target. And yes, sir, about the baby factories. Well, our next 3 shifts, there be the private sector will do that recruitment of people for them to run 3 shifts by government helping them to increase production. That is why I say Obabe see 24-hour market.
Yeah.
Oh, every assembly, 261 assemblies.
Obi abenya 24-hour market.
That is Abania market more we are. Obeton ema anamiwa.
Yeah, obeton.
So that's the environment the government is giving to the private sector. What you say? If you don't say about.
You
see, that is how it is. And also, the government is going to create market for the products. We are going to have fair. I be exhibiting the production of goods and services in Ghana. Ghana made, goods. It is in the budget that Ghana's economy is going through a transition of diversification. Diversification. There be any gold, any anything, cocoa, any oil, so. Some are finite.
Okay.
Some are finite. It has a kutubu na si yenya gold bema. Ejena Ghana be. Di ne bedi.
Yakona oil na
oil na san. Your cocoa ya see a production
akati siswa.
They are all finite. So we have to diversify the economy. And this year, I'm happy to hear from the budget presentation. Say we made a surplus, non-traditional export, of about $2.1 billion.
Wow.
Apart from cocoa and that traditional, we made a surplus. So Ghana's economy is being diversified. This is what we want. So going back to the 24-hour economy, what I'm saying is that the role of the government is a catalytic one. Obeshema enema atuto aye na de ade. Obi oha a good idea to institute a company in the country.
Yes.
Ibe oni ahoden po sikam. Aban be chese be obenya sika. Busia wo kwakwaji ode adwuma. Aban na beboa. There will be a guarantee for you. Say me say me have to go into a production of, let's say, foods in this country, which is a big capital expenditure. Maybe me business proposal me say, maybe I may here $2 million. I buy no, I buy baby obe boa so wasing. No wa ko pesika free. I buy bit my guarantee bi ama. Obe ma tax rebate. Tax na say utua for the year no. Maybe I'm at 30% free so that home be high. Now what bisa company no. Now Ghana for your juma day. Aye. That's about 24-hour economy. Enti abanum no ka say ofhwehwe asase a ode beto ho. Say ufi wotwe upese you have to go into production of a particular, crop.
Yeah.
Say mo, say ye ebro, say ye danyo, cashew, abano will lead you to get a good land. No employ Ghana for. No my say man.
Wow.
That's 24-hour economy. And you everything one D one now one straight to our factory. Debbie. So that the employable people of about 20 million people in Ghana will find a good job to do. About no better no. Me no ka say e bia university. We secondary school no for funa ofre abenwo panfo from adwuma enya ma benya adwuma dia ma. Okay, but abanu created these needed jobs no. My private sector never stronger. So that is what we are doing. That's the vision of the president, John Dramani Mahama. So Bema, a friend say Ghana Mabunu and Jumaide. Aye.
Because
through the private sector.
On to me for all these millions of people are buying a job.
Now, say, oh yes, I did. Abandoning fiscal space. You see, young share compensation. Compensation now. Sika abanye chatu sisia. So be 2 years from 1st January to 31st December 2026. Over 2025 76 billion Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Any of the ball ejuma for honka. Is I no ka say sika ye twa to ho. I be ejuma for honka from January to December 2026 is 90.1 billion Ghana cedis. What I say? From 76 billion to 90 billion.
90 billion.
It's about 14, eh? Is that
Yeah,
to 14?
Yeah, 14.
14. 14 billion.
14, yeah.
Difference. Into here 14 billion now, but don't send a bit from there for more. But we are going into the private sector. Even the 14 billion, what we think we are doing now is to solve the problem of MPP for Jademai. On the MPP for MPP, the employed nurses, teachers, without even looking at where they'll get money to pay them because they knew they were going.
Locate funds.
No. You see, before some of the people were it's a banner transfer in Sikasem who say, me wo sikabia metumdia etu akrane ka from let's say 21 years up to 60 years of retirement. You see?
Okay.
And a friend financial clearance. They are clear or say abambit metuauka. Only big chance for buying for Juma. Now MPP did not seek any financial clearance. Say a better abama yenti. And when we meet the bridge, we cross it. Okay? That's easy. So 14 okay. billion is there to solve the problems. I the backlogs no. Etu omoka na nurse for omo demonstration, teacher for omo pay akam na de for the government to settle all these things. Power the fair. Understand my point?
Okay.
So this budget is earmarking for the private sector development. Who say abine say Ochesika to say Odbeya roads.
Yeah. The big push. Okay.
This year acquire 30 billion
Ghana cedis.
I deliver contractors. And the aim of this big push for now, you see, for the entire year, the government has slated about $10 billion US.
Yes.
For the big push, for the infrastructural development.
Yeah.
And more so, recently, I buy no launch Ghana infrastructure plan. And she be a 2 months prior.
Okay.
I did be Juma for the next 30 years. Okay.
Wow.
So I buy say this year or my 30 billion Ghana cedis, everyone contractors no. Never connect all the regional capitals. Regional capitals. Who's saying President Kokati sword Cape Coast to Takrady.
Yes.
It's a big push.
Yeah.
It's a big push program.
Yes.
Beni be 1 week Okowa also Okolanche, another big road that are connected. So it's interregional connections. And there's a yakwan link various regions papa. Na say you will no baby, you will never be a say a call across the regional levels and part enkwana. Ebeko. So uko abrochre na akwan papa no ono di mpuntuba.
Okay.
Akwan papa e wo memu no di mpuntuba. Because say you will never be a say inya good flow in the country. Takrady Cape Coast, Ashanti, Kumasi, Sunyane, Kwengina didem. Ubakwaba. Adebi akoton a ubakwaba. Ude nema gukem, na se duro 1 hour, bi duro 1 hour. 30 minutes bi duro ho. Wakwaba. That's how we build.
Visa quite year.
Yeah. So very thankful to the president for this initiative. It's a visionary one, and I think when able to do this, it will help. Power Abana Sands will trust a cat to say, baby, you no ba, Eduani Dino, you could yakwanima. I do your present. I Uba me constituency. You better not say that. Yes, because your problem in I yakwan. But me na president say body to asenkregwa. What that kind of plan?
Asanko.
Yes, including Asengwa Town rules. I'm telling you, they made that president as what they can one or ye Asengwa Town rules 10 kilometers.
Wow.
A contractor naba was starting a PP through worker or ye. Ufree Asenkrigwa Eko Aguna Menfi Eko Ishiem baby a Menfine Safifu Boshen. Or also contractor naba was starting or yetuma was starting Aguna Menfi or be bad receive Kwabena Sankrasa. It'll be Sasenkrigwa. Okay. You know, Casey, a quite free Asengwa Eko Breman Eko Fojokrum. It's about 20 kilometers. Or also a bino the account the program one. Me no can contractor e was so oye. Me no can say ye market 9 kilometers for Stammer Boy Town roads. Ban be yamai. O free Asengwa Eko Samra Boy. Eko Momoni to Pristia. It's about 91 kilometers. Abane ye market contractors are mobile pan so be yamai. Bisa mzereka for now they drone with the president but president him say Amenfi West we produce enough cocoa in this country but they did honzanya day yen say how
ana Christian so mines near there wo
exactly
omo kwan yem
Summer Testament Plywood Company Limited the whole West Africa they're in charge of plywood production. So Benina tax free this is what we call private sector development.
Mako Pristia Fiwe na forest be a fire and sana me copy Pristia because if you bogo soko Pristia quino and you more trouble.
That's it. All these rules in I mean you make say my contractors.
Wow.
So the man who say, oh, you are the friend scale of reference.
Okay.
So your economics crowd school and cover to them making. What is say when your man we hear. But do hear cannon heading at first. You see, now when your opportunity cost. Okay, so me to you man you how we have me any the way na me you see, so abana who say I dare Ghana for here pa. And say be ya kwan Ghana. No 2 weeks. You say basic school dying, basic hospitals, they are all needed.
Yeah.
But what we need most as we speak today, power the fair. Share Ufi Accra, Ekukumasi. Share Enoba, ni Enema a fakwan so. A day. That's what you call the economy. Yeah, it's a mechanism used to distribute resources.
Okay.
In the country. What mechanism are you
using
to distribute resources in a country? Resource allocation is the economy. Power the firm. It is Nyamebua. Nasa you to me is our quite winning from Kumasi to Accra. Accra to Cape Coast. Cape Coast to Takrade.
Yes. Connecting
in Eastern Corridor.
In the
Dwaka Rignet Dema. Udu Ghana. Won't you be happy?
You definitely.
Be very, very happy. So this man is visionary. Let's support him. And I hope he's going to deliver. He's even delivering.
Yeah.
Power the firm. You see, I'm happy. Because IMF World Bank and one meeting. Now we come Parliament during my debate. Say Ghana's economy has been applauded by the IMF, the World Bank, as one of the fastest growing economies in the world. The economy grew by 6.3%. And Ghana this time, a kaya de microphone, a swati, a swati by 13.3%. Yes. You see, a swati by 13 from 726 billion to 630 billion.
Then Anna says, and I'm a quacochi and I'm a swati.
Yet you be
okay.
Yet you have budget now, no amortization home.
Okay.
They say it yet. Interest payment in baby as it. But when you say dollar in swati,
Yeah.
Na says ka yekotua yentua cities. Okay. Yetua dollar.
Okay.
When you convert it, the economy has been able to reduce our debt overhang.
City na hoɔden na abegina
so. The American Parliament when debate says I was laughing at them. I was laughing at them. Movie said, fine, there's a way to inject money into the system.
Now my economy,
why didn't you do it? If you have this idea, this very basic, we in here say, we draw map, and I say, we draw curves. No question economics to school. No, I say, this is simple thing. Demand and supply. So when you get more hard currencies in the system, for example, the dollar, the price will go down. So why didn't you do it? So if the Bank of Ghana is injecting money, does the system? Magana for one to more. And the papa.
I had Ghana for you.
That's it. So then the casa be there. You see, so you to me, ma. We swat a kind of swat. Yeah, historical, bruh. 13.3 billion within 10 months. Ghana Kaswati.
Wow.
It's wonderful.
The MPP, the majority in parliament is the budget here. When I walk and say pay women in almost say and reflect away with them. Now, inflation below 8%. Now, our target no crowd by the end of the year. Our target is maybe a 5 or 6 thereabout, 5 to 6 thereabout. But almost is a far all turn your man near my boarding. And no crowd can home and not me who say honorable checkpo. Hohoi member of parliament at all a more I think 5 kg in the back or any oil or they say I fear a chair mono. And we on the price you say. But a ne 99 cedis. Last year, they almost 140 something. And still, the minorities are who impact be more achieve our economy.
Gentlemen, bruh, do you think the MPP will say anything positive about the NDC? They know. Don't say it.
They are deliberate.
I'm not going to share a spectacle via Daka one. Not to me. Now petrol bo.
Yes.
Koya kudru saying
20 cedis
per liter.
Per liter.
This is saying.
They say I'm 11.
11.
Yeah.
And you went to MPP ni no ko feeling ka ohuana. Ohuana. You see what the young friend and 7 years after could do 1,500.
A bag of rice.
Yes.
50 kg.
Yes. And no boy saying. No. You see, they know. Don't say. You're afraid to be an imported inflation. On say, so what's the Ghana Sika? Eko Amononisicum.
Yeah.
Nako Faniama. Woba, won't mean tono below Sika now, Sisano.
Okay.
And he said, $1 boy, that and they do 17 cities.
Yes.
Near Craniama at the ban. Woba, a very reflected in the prices. Never imported inflation.
And also better to mark or so. Said the way we beat me in Sikan and in Faso.
On se basana a businessman and as a importer on planning the capital. Because any now cost 17, any now cost 17.5, and then now cost 16. Did there be a jittery about the capital, formation? Okay. But whereby a bone say the thing is stable. I speak today, the dollar is stable. Ranges from 10 to 11.
Yeah.
I mean what? 10 to 11.
Yeah.
So it allows for proper planning. Including even the inflation, the rate of inflation.
Yeah.
What you hope say by the close of the year, we are targeting 6.5%.
Okay, 6.5.
That's what we are targeting.
Okay.
Inflation in 2022 was 54.3%.
Yeah.
Ghana, yeah, bro. Yeah, bro, when people want some.
Sabrina na okoto issue ya within 2 minutes. Oda ne ho koba na prices na sansis.
So how can you plan your capital?
Yeah.
I'm talking about planning a capital, capital base of entrepreneurs, the private sector.
Okay.
I'm doing planning on my capital. Okay. By this time, no, for inflation, coupled with inflation, coupled with exchange rate. These are two major macroeconomic indicators. Okay. You see, I was saying on the floor of Parliament, say, yes, say, you hear the macroeconomic indicators, the standard of living of Ghanaians.
Yes.
Yes, say, you are projecting to increase the remuneration, the compensation of public workers by 9%. What are the indicators? So at the higher side, you use the inflation. So if inflation keeps decreasing, the rate at which price increases, persistently increases, is coming down. Getting to now is 8, it will get to 6.5. Why do you want to inject more liquidity in the system to crash the economy?
Okay.
What do you want to see? This is unwarranted liquidity. And you say you talk akatioma and ye. Baba to me share in a way say, Emma no ma boanyere en kosoro. So you are debating this on the floor of Parliament.
Honorable, yeah, Brennan, you know, ye the uncommon banevi and chibia.
Oh, sir. Nobody is at Tamaso.
I own. The uncommon yeda who's the time the member of Parliament for the people of Damango. Honorable Samuel Abujinapo. Waka say helicopters and jet aban person mo procure no. Me pese yen hwe video nemra. Na ono anka na asem ewe ebedi hu komo. Ye hwe Abujina Samuel Abujinapo mbra.
This 4-year programmed expenditure, if you put all of these together, which is the multi-year procurement commitment the government of President Mahama has made to purchase these 4 helicopters and 2 presidential jets, it amounts in total to 13,152,072,333 Ghana cedis. If you do the conversion by a rate of 11 Ghana cedis to the dollar, you will get 1,195,642,939 United States dollars. If you did it conservatively at the rate of 10.53, which is Bank of Ghana rate, if you did that by the BOG rate, which is 10.53 Ghana cedis to a dollar, you will get 1,249,009,718 United States dollars. So, ladies and gentlemen of the press, governance is about transparency, and governance is about accountability. And we members of the minority in Parliament, our constitutional obligation bestowed on us by you, the good people of Ghana, is to hold the government of the day accountable. The decision ultimately will always be yours, the Ghanaian people. But our duty is to interrogate, examine, analyze, and put out the facts so that you, the Ghanaian people, will appreciate how your taxes are being spent and how the public exchequer is being.
The Honorable Samuel Abujinapo, Damango member of Parliament. Honorable Samuel Abujinapo, Honorable okay, no crebeni.
Me real whopa. Our Parliament.
I don't know real.
Emma,
yeah, Abu Samuel.
You see, Parliament wrong. So you just say, "Oh, Kasa."
Yeah.
You have to catch the attention of the public.
Okay.
Catch the attention of even your co-members of parliament. If your parliament not so kasa, obi antie no. When you find noise. It's over to you, or kasa with you. You are making noise because it doesn't trust what you say. But obi so na so kasa debate ye. So style so kasa no be ayi. Now with your wisdom.
I don't know speaker ma yes spongy.
Exactly. And when someone yes spongy. If your hands at me, because it's on truth. We are discussing 2026 budget statement and economic policy of the government. It is how they come up.
Yes.
You are discussing 2027. You are discussing 2028.
Debbie.
You are discussing 2025. 2025, no, we are referring. Unse statement na budget you refer to 2025. They say, yeah. But we don't talk about 2027. The governor has not budgeted for 2027. Governor has not budgeted for 2028.
Ebi omo ye budget na mamo.
Inti ehin na uko hunsa aso uko no we.
Na make omo ye mamo.
Omo what they catch it.
Omo bo amo.
You see, for God's sake, your budget we are. Yeah, the Mratus will the Fed Appropriation Act.
Okay.
Appropriation Act. The Mratus. This going to trauma CD. I'm going to say 2025. I'm ready to Ghana to say you need 293.1 billion. That's kind of yedio Ghana ha. So if he say you bet me a DB manabro so and I say you have to go back to Parliament. That's why you hear a media budget review. What I say?
It was about.
Say, ministry bin. Na say, who is the IGF? What's KWGO? Your chest do not Saudi. You are managing the economy. It is all war. A friend is a DVLA. That's why JJ will internal revenue. Look, I say, Majid Mabus into me dealing na. You have to go back to Parliament. Now Parliament actually say dear Nasa Maide many 2027 2028 and some now okay can win your calculation no way said no that's my majority leader can
yeah
no, I don't want to say it again. What does a majority leader actually so they should, it's not fair. They should stop all these things. $1.2 billion calculate it. Why should you go into this? It's in the budget. When you say one paragraph, I just say Ghana is going to spend $1.2 billion. Now dollars can say you cry, you're cry. Budget and everything is denominated in Ghana cedis. And they made put their side show. I don't want to even discuss about it. No, ask them. But I don't go for the idea. Man, no, it's only idea. I hope you charge you.
Yes, I
can. At first, it's my friend. I felt sorry for him.
Wow.
I don't think you do that again.
Yeah, the young morning in our Benny, no. Okay. Saying I gonna phone you now and so budget 2026.
I think say yeah research kakra. You really budget here. Last week, right?
Yeah.
In a ready
and a week.
Yeah. I survey kakra or markets or Ghana. You say Ghana for about 82%. Budget
82% of Ghanaians. Wow. From the survey, I'm here 2026
exactly.
Budget, no.
So omwajatu.
Say yeah.
Na empire bonus say aban benyesika. No execute the plan.
Okay.
This is a plan.
Okay.
It's a plan. Enye sika yenye guwa yebechiche. But it's a plan. Na say o plan here you fail.
It's true.
So this is the financial plan of the government. And we promise everybody in this country we are going to execute the plan. I'm a Ghana for what.
Okay.
Thank you.
Honorable, you better ask your pay, sir. Oje Brenna. Okay. Obo modern besumi yeng waha and end of okay. Honorable Eric Afo, a member of Parliament for the people of Amenfi West. One was a chairman of the Economy and Development Committee of Ghana's Parliament. a member of ECOWAS Parliament, Deputy Secretary of Mines and Energy Committee of ECOWAS. Osan ye chairman of the Risk and Compliance Committee of Ghana Infrastructure Investment Fund, a year GIF. Osan ye member of Lands and Natural Resources Ministerial Advisory Board. Honorable Eric Afo, member of Parliament for the people of Amenfi West, and our ten and Kenano Pay. We brought mine tenancy with Dwaboase Jumedi so live on Power 97.9 FM and TV XYZ television. I had a brema quine now fair and so your day a Dwaboase Jumedi in Abana ye birthday be war. My main team free was a CR na fe yen to a Jumedi so way a year Poma ama Poma Chicheku Nima Miankasa Anne ne Woody na Woda. Your friend Madam Agnes Asantoa Ama Poma Chicheku Nema Menono. I say happy birthday to the most amazing mom in the world. You are my rock, my guide, and my best friend. Thank you for everything. I love you more than words can say. Wishing you the happiest day. Madam Agnes Asantoa, from your children, Lady Palms, Aman Quiz, and Busy. And I feel grandchildren, you know, almost in Yanko Ponchao. Na wanyo kesiye pa Madam Agnes Asantoa. Okay, we say to us ni enhwe na CEO Edema Boss ne maame edafom anyankropon ya adomo a year on the 21st of November ya 2025. One be 1 week observation no ewo 5 na aku kujo a year close behind Allied Filling Station and no Sakama Road no so dance man kwan so eho Anna Madam Odro Newman a year boss CEO ne maame Mr. a year Afechi Awono ne maame Madam Margaret Odro Newman ye no 1 week observation ti yenhye ne so na 21st ne year nyame adoma wochena ana eba so e wo sabia ina afi obi abomode na yakwakota na chi na ye kama yenti birthday ba ko mienu ya aka fi one yenko. Happy birthday to Madam Beatrice Ampofo, wishing you a day as fantastic as you are. Yanko next one. So happy birthday to Obidiaba Nyako, Annie Obidiaba Nyako, wishing you a day as fantastic as you are. Birthday no does nepa Ella. Okay, wait. Happy birthday to Kevin Nyameke Akrofi Osa. Kevin Nyameke Akrofi Osa. Have a very wonderful day, young man. Nyankopon sha na onye okese. Okay, ntiabisa aha ana brema kwani ade djumede nyina ba na wie ye. Mr. Emmanuel Owusu, I'm a producer assisted by Elopoku Anafe Konyovigo. Woman no hye djumede nyina ma me na metimi betena ase na me de be som wo. Afi Desmond Sowa am technical support. Kama akwa MCR Mr. Raf Jampo ana coach Peter Cranton ene ne mpanifo wo mu nyina na hye TV ne so na eye kama camera ha de eye Francis eye di eye Willie ana mu gina ha no mu twa na kama na otimi ehwe ye miankasa me di djumedi enhu chia me di N.K Obrempong the grassroots president Nyankopon yad ma wo chena ye besen hia na ya ba besom makramo.